Oops. Ooh. Not a good look. Not a good look. Caught unprepared. Caught off guard. Unprepared and off guard. At least my lighting. At least my lighting's right. I'm live. Still alive. Still very live. Still alive. Look at my sword. You're watching No Pictures of Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. That's right. How we doing over there? Not too good. Oh, good times. Great rock and roll. SAFM. The Black Thunders that are coming to an area near you. Do you remember Roz? He's like, oh yeah, I do, man. Australia Network. I'm like, yeah. That was a good golden age of broadcasting, right? He's like, yeah. Yeah, man. Carry back in. Get you laid. Like, yeah. Get your tickets to the cricket. Get in the corporate box. And you had a party back then. Ray Martin. Yeah. Oh yeah. In the booth we've got Sylvia Jeffries. SJ. Missed you this morning, SJ. I woke up this morning. I was like, where's SJ? And like, well, it's Saturday. Oh yeah. But that's okay. I'm sure wherever you are, your hair looks lovely. And there's probably a couple of magic tricks floating around. He's like, yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah. Been dialing up the magic tricks for you. She's like, yeah, big time. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, the Turbo Babe got a turbo boost. Yeah. Your Space Ghost is like, well, Mr. Tapscott. Sylvia might be ready to rise. Scorched Earth, Sylvia. What do you graduate to? So you were Sylvia Jeffries, and then you were Stern Lecture Sylvia. Then you became, on the announcement of death camps in Australia, you became Scorched Earth Sylvia. But what do you graduate to next? It's like Ascended Sylvia or something. Yeah, fuck. Good times. Can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fucking awesome, man. Can you imagine? Yeah. England is, yeah, we want Princess Diana back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, well, there she is. Yeah. Just imagine. And she's empowered to do, like, little magic tricks now. She can do her own magic tricks and shit. Yeah. Oh, UK's like, yeah, Lady Di, woo. Yeah. Still not as lovely as Roz. The loveliest one. Loveliest. How are you, Roz? You know, everyone always talks about how you're the loveliest and how lovely you are. But no one ever just says, like, how's Roz? He's doing well. He's good. Bill Burr is going to send him us a couple of scars. Let's put it that way. Wink. I was like, all right. Okay. I think I know what that wink means. Yeah. It means what you think it means. And all you fucking Nazis. Yeah, this is what I was talking right now. All you fucking Nazis out there. It's exactly what it means, bitch. No pictures of a bird where they went. No pictures of a bird where they went. Brought to you by Waterford. Fuck you, says Waterford. Yeah. Let's do this at the very start, says Kitty Callahan. Even before we tell Bill Burr he's gay. It's like, oh. It's getting, the message is getting out there, Bill. People are getting it. Like, Bill Burr is gay. Yeah. It's awkward, and that's why. Like, I should have fucking done it. I always forget. Like, I do all the other stuff, and then I forget this bit. That's okay. We can talk shit while I'm setting it up. Okay. Pete Hegseth isn't gay. He's getting some traction. All right, that's good. Whatever. No, I wouldn't get a copyright strike. No, you could do that. I could do that. Good night. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm just being briefed in, and it's like all the like, yeah, all the doings are transparent. It's like, yeah, well, that whole band, they're gone. Yeah, all of them. Like, yeah. Well, suck shit. Suck shit. Kitty Callahan, suck shit to those faggots. Represented here by this Grand Island Cup. Don't forget they murdered fucking penguins. The subject of today's video was actually not murdered. Not murdered. But I've been hanging out with him all day. It's been great. Been good catching up with the old man, you know. Anyway, Kitty Callahan, represented here by the Grand Island Cup. Don't forget they murdered penguins. 10% off. 30% off. 30% off for the rest of eternity for you, Lindsay Shannon. Kitty Callahan, Toronto. Bring little white ute in. Get the wheels aligned. He's like, yeah, thanks, Kitty. Tara Bennett. Represented here by this candle. Lindsay Shannon. Legend. Thanks, Lindsay, for putting up with Mr. Tapscott for the first 12 years of his life. Like, yeah. Sorry, man. He's like, well, yeah, you know. There was a point in the end, I guess. Yeah. Nah, he's like, you're fine. Like, kids fuck around. That's what they do. Anyway. Today's episode of No Pictures of Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Is brought to you by Lyca Mobile. Lyca Mobile. Something, Bill Burr is gay. Now, I'm being told by my lawyers because due to proceeds of crime legislation, I can't actually attach Lyca Mobile to Bill Burr's gayness because Bill Burr's gayness is a crime. And so if I earn money from the crime of Bill Burr's gayness, the crime against humanity, that is Bill Burr being extremely gay, gayest of all time, they say, potentially, yeah. I won't be able to. Yeah, I won't be able to keep any of the kickbacks. No, not. It's not. I'm going to send a dog shit email to you, Mr. Tapscott, like Annika Wells did. Oh, you took my kickbacks. So, yeah, I'll send a fat girl to a fucking Hungry Jack's to smash the ice cream machine or some dog shit. Like, something doesn't make sense. Anyway, get one of these Lyca Mobile plans and I'll get paid. And, you know, if you haven't figured it out by now, this whole thing, I'm in it for the money. Yeah. I did the jail time. I was a homeless guy. I was on the streets of Perth and I slept in an airport. All of that, I was doing it just for the money. Because, you know, I knew that in the long run, I could monetize being a homeless guy. Who slept at the airport and went to jail. It's like, yeah, cool. True crime, that's a thing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, help me sell out, please. I command you to help me sell out. As my servants, I command you to buy Lyca Mobile Sims. Anyway, no, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like, Telstra, Optus, Vodafone, dog shit. They're all dog shit, right? Oh yeah, okay, that's all right. Yeah, I dig it. I understand. Yeah, all right. So yeah, there's a lot going on in today's episode. There are a lot of like levers and stuff. It's going to be a big episode, basically, and I'm doing it with only one flavor of. I've only got 1.5 bottles of Waterfords. and no other bottles. So, wish me luck, peeps. Wish me luck. Anyway. Yeah, look, if you're one of those people, if you've got like good Wi-Fi in your house and you just want access, you just want a phone that works, you just want messaging, you just want calls, $8 for a month, $8 for 28 days. Done. That's it. $8. You buy your phone outright. You buy your handset outright. This one cost me about $100. It does. It's perfect. It does everything I need it to do. That's it. It works. Google. It's a Google. Like, fuck this Apple shit. Don't pay $3,000. Don't pay $2,500 for a fucking iPhone. This one, HMD Pulse Pro. Anyway, it's there. That's it. Yeah. $200. Easy. Done. You got good Wi-Fi in your house, bang. And then, like, even if you just get the fucking, $10 for 35 gig, 80 gig for $15. So even if you don't have good Wi-Fi in your house, that should do you for up to 28 days. And then, 150 gig, like if you, and because, like, that's me, I'm a professional. Full-time YouTube extraordinaire. That's me, Mr. Tapscott. Mr. Tapscott is a professional. Is 150 gig for $20. That's perfect. Because I could get that, and then I could shoot no pictures of the bird. Like, I could shoot easily, do like 10, 15 episodes of no pictures of a bird with that. Yep. And that means, so if you just want to, like, if you just want to watch, like, casually watch an episode of pictures of a bird on your way to wherever, to do whatever, your action report update from Mr. Tapscott on how the war against Nazis is tracking. Headline. Pretty fucking good so far. Anyway. I mean, I think people are getting around. Yeah. Okay. Kitty saying, that'll do. Fuck it. Yeah. Like it. Oh, the phone's ringing off the hook. They're clicking the buttons, Mr. Tapscott. They're clicking the buttons. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, because fuck this. Like, what would you pay Optus? Yeah, and I'm going to talk more. I'm going to talk a lot about Singapore and why Singapore is dog shit. We're going to do a whole episode of Singapore. I'm just going to sort of like touch the surface today. Just going to scratch the surface of why Singapore is dog shit. Today. And then we'll go deeper on why Singapore is dog shit. But then the main thing is, like, Optus is owned by Singtel. That's a Singaporean company. Singtel are fucking Nazis. Japanese, great. Like, Naruhito / they're disgusting. Built on slave. Singapore was built on slave trade, basically. Yeah, they're fucking cooked. Anyway, and right now, suck my dick, Singapore. Take your best shot, bitch. Because I'm over here, and you're over there, and we're over there, but you're not over here. Ooh. Someone's getting a ding dong. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Anyway, you're watching No Pictures of Bird, a podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Lindsay Shannon, the ANZAC legend. That's the foundation of this episode. So we're going to do a profile on my grandfather, Lyca Tapscott's father. And he's like, straight off the bat, he's like, I don't know what the fuck went wrong. That whole thing was cool. Yeah. So the conversation that I had with my grandfather, via Space Magic, from the spirit of, because we saved him, obviously. Like, he's a platinum entity. He was like, still waters run deep. That's what my Uncle Mike said about Lindsay, Grandpa Shannon, at his funeral. Oh no, it was at my nana's funeral. Yeah, I was at Molly Shannon's funeral. Still waters run deep. Because on this, he's a fairly shy guy, and that's like a family trait. That is like being a little bit reserved. That's a family trait. So I'm a bit shy. My cousins are both a bit shy. Mike Shannon's boys. Yeah, we're a little bit shy, a little bit reserved. And he did have PTSD, and we'll go into why that is. And it's fucked. It's fucking dark as shit, bro. Yeah, it's fucked. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's the conversation we have. He's like, what the fuck happened there? Like, I'm sorry. It's like, I fucked something up. It's like, nah, it's not your fault, man. It's not. It's free. It's free will. It's on them. Yeah. They were adult. When they made their choices, they were adults. That's on them. It's not on you. It's on them. They made those choices. And I've got the same stern lecture for Chris and Lindsay Tapscott, who can't hear me because they've been deleted. They're not. We haven't saved those patterns of energy. And that is there are countless options in front of you. Countless. Yet you chose, instead of doing anything else, you had everything handed to you. As far as like fucking, you got dealt a deck of cards. You got dealt a hand of cards that's like fucking, you got dealt a full house on the flop. That's what you got. And you fucked it up. You still fucked it up. Like, born at Victor Harbor, baby boomers, like straight after the war, in peacetime, after a period of like 50 years of like horrific warfare. Too young for Vietnam. Yeah, too young to go to Vietnam, so you missed that draft as well. Came up in a time when like Australia was like a social democracy, like post-war boom. Bought land and built a house on it for 1 year's combined salary. My dad was a teacher, a primary school teacher. Was a part-time nurse. They saved for 1 year to buy a double block and build a house on it. And that's it. They just paid for it outright. It was just paid for. And they still, it's like, well, still, it's like, the only option is to murder. The only option is to murder Kooris. That's it. Oh, fucking idiots. Absolute morons. Use it, like, work their way into a position of trust in Central Australia amongst the communities there. Worked in health in Central Australia and teaching in Central Australia in the Anangu lands where you need permission from the local elders to enter the lands. Earned that trust, and then once they were there, they murdered Kooris. No pictures of a bird where they're going. Where they went, they're gone. Yeah, they're gone. No pictures of a bird. No. Yeah. So the irony of that, like, because if my mum wasn't murdered herself, and that doesn't mean I'm like, you don't murder Mr Tapscott. You don't murder a blood relative of Mr Tapscott. You don't murder. And you're fully, like, whatever happens to you, if you do, like, their family's going to come after you for sure. Yeah. But the irony is that, like, if she wasn't murdered, she would have gone the same way as Chris Tapscott, pretty much. Which is like justice delivered by extraordinarily angry, the 144. Very angry. The locals, the true locals, the proper locals. Yeah, the original locals. Very, very, very angry. Yeah. Yeah. Spastics. What a waste. Anyway, no, Lindsay Shannon, that's not on you, sir. He's like, oh, thank you very much. No. Mr. Shannon's. Yeah. Yeah. Because Lynn figured it out. He just, like, yeah, he was born in Encounter Bay, Victor Harbor, South Australia. That's where I'm from. And he's just like, well, there's fish in the sea. Like, literally, that's what he said. He's like, there's fish in the sea. That's he done. There's plenty of fish in the sea. So let's go. He's like, look, I roll a boat and then I pull the money out of the water. Like, that's it. He just drops the net in, pulls it out. Oh, there it is. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yes. It's like, he's like, can it get easier? Like, thanks. That's it. Like, bang. Like, done. Had his little house, raised his kids, hung out with Roger, hung out with his mates, smoked his ciggies, drank his sherry, done. He's sorted. That's it. He's like, oh, that's it. Sorted. Sorted. Hung out with his mates at the RSL. Yeah. That's it. Tick. Mike Shannon, the other ANZAC legend, followed in his father's footsteps, just did the same thing. Went to war. I had to go to war and do fucking hectic shit there. But, when he came back, he was just like, no, well, that's it. Why? I just want to ride my motorbike. And also, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Just did that. He got looked after by ANZACs. Like, he had like a fairly generous pension from the military. Because he did fucking psycho. Like, he's a psycho. Yeah, he did hectic things. But yeah, he was the same. He was just like, yeah, well, done. Built a house next door to where he grew up with Lindsay and Molly Shannon. And hung out there. Yeah, is that cool? Let's go fishing. Done. It ain't broke. Yeah, it ain't broke. Like, it ain't broke. Well, it is now. Like, now Victor's like, they're turning the tide. But when I got back there, it was fucking cooked. Yeah, it was so shit. And that slide was heartbreaking, yeah. Algal bloom and like, yeah, oh, fuck, man. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. What if it's teary-eyed nostalgia? Father in the garden, tending his roses. Yeah. Now, Lindsay Shannon has asked me to. He has made a special request for today's episode, which is that I use the 1940s reporter voice, newscaster voice from the 1940s. This is in. Go get him, boys, like that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy, the 1920s guy. Yeah, yeah, newsreel guy. Yeah, when I read the news from the 40s. So I'll try. I'll do my best. I will. Anyway, let's start with a very special guest.
I'm off the back, jumping over the gate. Touch me alive.
Mr. Robert Smith, do I have you on the line, sir? Is that yes, sir? Mr. Tapscott reporting for duty. Yeah, that is. No, actually, what's the opposite? Like, be more at attention. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. How are you, mate? How are you? So yeah. Vindicated, right? Because you had to go through some dog shit yourself, right? Yeah. You had to, because Ben had to play the long game. So, for our international audience, Ben Robert Smith, he had to use a similar strategy to Mr. Tapscott, where he had to pretend to be a fuck up. Yeah, pretend. And so we had to cook up this whole thing because he's like a fearsome warrior. He is. He's like he's 6'5" or something. He's 6'5", SAS, badass, like fucking hectic, like soldier. People are saying like possibly the best soldier in history. And so we had to make it look. So we always knew that if it ever kicked off again, which there was always a very good, strong possibility of that happening, he would be a target. So we had to make it. Now Millie, are you? Yeah, Millie. Amelia Grace Crawford is now saying, represented here by this green notebook, Mr. Robert Smith. Yeah, Millie loves your work. Yeah. So thank you, Ben. She wrote the plan. Yeah, because that's okay. So it's a Millie strategy. It's an Amelia Grace Crawford strategy. So thank you, Mr. Smith, for being super patient. And yeah, like you hated it as much as Mr. Tapscott did because you had to pretend to be a loser, and that's so counterintuitive. Yeah, because you're the same as Mr. Tapscott. You're like, well, why can't we just fight him? And you're like, yeah, it's like, patience, my friend. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for bearing with us. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Millie. Yeah, for nothing. I went to jail. Yeah, she's like, yeah, well, suck shit, bitch. But that's Millie. She knows how to win. She's a smart lady. Yeah, I trust her. Yeah. Yeah, so Ben, we had to cook up a whole thing where he had to pretend like, he had to get accused of, and Nick McKenzie's across this, obviously. Like, he had to be accused of war crimes. This is all bullshit. Like, yeah, he's definitely not a war criminal. All his killings were perfectly legal. Anyway, he's got some stories. He says, okay, all right. Yeah, so he did several tours in Afghanistan. He's very storied, like SAS soldier. Yeah, he's like the best in the Australian military, basically. On the ground, he's like the best. Yeah. You want this guy, Americans? You want this guy? You want to be in this foxhole? Not you, Bill Burr. No. He's saying right now, straight away, Bill Burr. Not you, Bill Burr. No. Guys like you, yeah, because you attract too much attention. You're too flamboyant. He's saying. He's like, you're too flamboyant, Bill. Yeah, like this thing. Yeah, no, you can't. He's trying to be all like, and you're there like, oh, what's the deal with dump drag peanuts, like that type of thing. Yeah, so he's like, no, not you, Bill Burr. Not you. Like, oh, well, for the record, Robert Smith, I wasn't fantasizing about that anyway. Yeah. He said he's got a little G.I. Joe of you, Ben Robert Smith, that he's written. He's got a little tag that says Ben Robert Smith, and it's like, hey, Ben, how are you? Yes, Bill, he is indeed a fearsome warrior. Yeah, big time. Yeah. So we had to make him look like shit. We had to make him look like a douchebag. And so to do that, we cooked up like a story. It's like, he's been accused of war crimes in Afghanistan, and like got all these witnesses to come forward. It's like, no, he's an asshole, and he's just an idiot, and blah blah blah. And then he had to do stupid things very loudly. So he had to countersue. So he took, So Nick McKenzie wrote a story, and it was in the Age and the ABC that said Ben Robert Smith is a war criminal, and then Ben Robert Smith sued Nick McKenzie in the Age and Channel, like one of the television networks, Channel 7, and then had this really high profile, high spectacle fucking, really high profile fucking show trial, basically. Yeah, it was all staged to like have this big case in the media and stuff. And then he lost. He had to lose the case. He had to lose the thing, and then he was ordered to pay Channel 7 for damage. He was ordered by Channel 7 to pay their legal costs, which was significant. And then, but it stretched the whole thing. The whole thing stretched out. And then he's like, oh, well, maybe I should try again. And he like tried to launch another action, basically. But it's all just pretty much just stalling for time. And it was all to trick Nazis into thinking that he's an idiot, when in fact, it's the other way around. You are the idiots, Nazis. Mm-hmm. It's like shit. Yeah. He didn't do the tongue thing, though. That's what I did. Yeah. No, because he is, in actual fact, really fucking cool guy. Yeah, and the army themselves as well, because don't forget, the Australian military was fucking dog shit, like so dog, like the whole thing, the ADF. It's like 80% of the ADF are now, like, no pictures of a bird where they went, like, they're gone. Yeah. The Nazis were planning to use our own military to overthrow our own government. Yeah. Unbelievable. None of them bothered to read the Constitution that says the military works for the Governor General. Governor General works for the King. It's like, no, whatever. It's just a technicality. It's like, not really. Not really. Yeah. Anyway. So, now that I've been speaking over you for 10 minutes now, Mr. Robert Smith, how are you? He's like, yeah, I'm good, man. But thank you. That's a good intro. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Because, that's true. That's what happened. And he heard about my trials as well. And he's like, yeah, no, that's pretty tough. Like, you had to go to jail and shit. That sucks. He heard I got punched a couple of times. Yeah, but sorry. I just look at it like I didn't get injured. Like, it wasn't like an injury or anything. Like, I didn't lose any teeth or break any bones or anything like that. I just got like, it just sort of rattled me. He's like, did you use your space magic to protect yourself? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of did. Yeah, I did. I did, basically. Yeah, Tara Bennett gave me strength of a bear to, like, withstand the blows and stuff. But yeah, like, it still sucks. Like, you don't want it. Yeah, it's like, and he's saying, like, it's like getting shot with a bulletproof vest. It's like, yeah, yes, the vest will protect you, but you don't want it. You don't want to get shot with a bulletproof vest on you. It fucking sucks. Like, yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah. Or blast, concussion. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like, fuck. Like, you still get all the stress enzymes. Like, it's still fucking stressful. Like, it'll give you a bit of trauma. Like, fuck, I don't get smashed by this guy again. You know what I mean? Like, but the way I kind of look at it is like, well, it's just like, it's like if I was playing footy, like if I was playing like NRL, like I didn't get hit harder than a regular NRL player would get hit. Like, it's like they get knocked around, It's like, whatever. I just sort of like, oh, I'm just a footy player. Like, that's what it is. Like, they get fucking, yeah. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's probably healthy. Because I mean, like, surely in training and stuff, if you're in the military, and because that's what I signed up for. It's like, well, I'm in the military. Like, when do I do the rope thing in the wall and I have to climb up? And then some guy yells at me, he's like, you're a shit, you're a maggot, and I have to do push-ups. And then I throw up, and then there's a weak guy in the unit, and he turns out to be crazy. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, yeah. Like, and surely when you're doing that stuff, you got to crawl under the barbed wire, and like you get all scratches and shit. Surely when you're doing that type of training, like you get, like, it's not easy, right? Like, yeah, you get like bumps and cuts and bruises and stuff. He's like, yeah. So yeah, that's just how I looked at it. It's like, oh, it's what I signed up for, basically. Yeah. He's like, yeah. Don't worry, son. We'll get you a gun soon enough. So, thank you, Mr. Robert Smith. So, I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and Bill Burr is very, very kindly offered to let me fly in his helicopter with him. And that's nice. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. I'm not even going to say you're gay this time. I'm not. Not even thinking about it, am I? Neither is thinking right now that Bill Burr is extremely gay. We don't, Bill. That's not, no. Not even thinking about saying it. I'm not. Ben says, now, Bill, this is the type of flamboyance that's why. Gets you into trouble on the battlefield, man. It's like, oh, yeah. Oh, Ben, no. Never meet your heroes, he says. Ben, never meet your heroes. Yeah, he's like, well. Yeah. Wouldn't be where I am today. Anyway. Yeah. What are you? Yeah. How are you now? Are you very busy? Are you extremely busy? Oh yeah. No. Yeah, he's doing Ben Robert Smith stuff. Yeah. All right. Okay. You don't want to go into too much detail about that right now. He's like, nah, just like underline it though. I'm a professional. I'm practicing my craft. Like, yeah, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. That's what I'm doing. So fuck you, Nazis. Underline, fuck you, underline, Nazis. Yeah. We saw you fucking douchebags coming from 10 kilometers away, and we've got sniper rifles that can easily shoot that far. This is all him talking. Yeah. So right between the eyes, faggots. Yeah, you're fucking gone. You are gone. Yeah. Yeah. Just the things that it's the things that were alleged about him. That's like 1% of what he's actually capable of. Basically, he's like, you fucking cunts come here, murder fucking penguins. Specifically, it's like you cunts fucking come over here and murdered penguins. Like, you killed Warnie, you killed Daz, you burned down the bush, you took 60,000 koalas. You're fucked. Like, you're fucking dead. That's just one of those on its own, and he'd like, yeah, no, that's it. Just one. You took Warnie, just the murder of Shane Warne, just that. On its own, that's enough. That's more than enough. Yeah. But you've rounding up couriers into death camps, like, no quarter. Nah, fuck you. Like, nah. Yeah. No pictures of a bird where you're going. Do you know what a blood eagle is, Ben? He's like, oh, yeah, you heard about that. Yeah. It's the world's most terrifying picture of a bird. Yeah, that's right. That was us. Yeah. Yeah. That was a space magic. That's a wink. Yeah. It's like, yeah. And the Onion discovered it. And that's when the Onion, in like the satirical newspaper in America, they thought, oh, it's just an internet thing. Haha, jokes. And then they discovered, and then they went, wait a minute. And someone figured out the picture of the blood eagle. Because they were like rewatching. It's like, oh, Vikings, maybe that's relevant here. And they're rewatching it. And they're just like, oh, the blood eagle. They watched the blood eagle episode. It's like, wait, isn't that a picture of a bird? Oh, fuck. And then they go like, well, what did you think this was? What did you think this was, Onion? Yeah. What did you think? Oh, yeah, grow the fuck up and quickly. Yeah, and they did. Yeah, because they got briefed in. It's like they were planning to come in and like take you out. They were going to murder you all, basically. Like, oh, fuck that. Click, click. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Are you looking after yourself though, Ben? Like, you make sure. Yeah, he's like, nah, don't worry. He's at his peak. Yeah, he's at peak performance. And are you working quite closely with King Charles himself, and also Pete Hegseth, and also Donald Trump, and fantastic. And they're all like, yeah, it's like the dream team, basically. Yeah, he's never felt more supported. Yeah, more empowered to do what needs to be done, basically. Yeah. Oh, well, that's great news, man. That's great news. Fantastic. You can't wait to have a beer. Yeah, cold schooner at Bondi, right? Yeah, North Bondi RSL. That was so dog shit. Like, because when I went for a swim, and I just went to North Bondi, and that was quite dreamy and idyllic. And I just jumped off the rocks, and then I went back a week later, and I went the other way. I went south, and I walked around to Tamarama, and like it was just fucking trash, bro. Like, they fucking blocked off footpaths. They're like, oh, we're just doing maintenance. Like, oh, yeah, in the peak summer, right? Like, yeah, blocking off footpaths and shit. Making you walk up, like, steep staircases and stuff. And then getting around to Bronte and seeing what they'd done to Bronte. And even just the fact that they've let the lawn... They stopped watering the lawn just on purpose, just so the lawn dies. And it's like, it's not lush grass anymore. And now it's just dirt. Yeah. Dust. Swarm. Yeah. And just that on its own. And that fuckstick, by the way, he was in that video. No pictures of a bird where he went. No pictures. No birds. No pictures of a bird. Probably a couple of crabs, I think. Yeah. There might be some crabs down there, but no pictures of a bird where he went. Yeah. Well, he can't wait to see me around. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we do. We've got to get a beer. Yeah, when this is all over, yeah, we'll reopen the cross. The cross will be like another. It'll be the hub, basically. Yeah, it'll be the fucking veterans hub again. Because that's originally what it was, right? It was like the red light district for World War II soldiers and stuff. Yeah. Okay, aside from that, yeah, loving the ride. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. And he means that Mr. Tapscott is the son of man, and thank you for setting up the universe. That's all right, Ben. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I do. I really do. Tara Bennett says, Ben Robert Smith, you are a fearsome warrior. You are a fierce warrior, but you, much like Chris Cappy, you have the balance where you know how to you can be a fierce warrior by day, and then at night you can be a loving family man, and that's very important. So you're a role model for maintaining mental, physical, and emotional balance. Very good. And Kitty Callahan says, "Yeah, man, you rule basically." She's been watching you your whole career, and you don't skip a beat, and you give it 100 billion% every time. So you're like the Zach Bagans of the SAS. So Zach Bagans is like the best ghost guy in the world ever. You're the best SAS guy in the world ever. And so from Kitty Callahan, 30% off for life for you, Ben Robert Smith, my friend. Get yourself down to Essendon Fields, Melbourne, Victoria. Get yourself a 16-point safety check service and wheel alignment. 30% off for life, Ben Robert Smith. Tell him Nick sent you. Thanks, Bill. You're watching No Pictures of Birder podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Signing off, he says, all right, over and out. Yeah, back to it. Back to it, soldier. Yeah, get stuck in. Fuck you, Nazis. One Nazi is too many, he says, and I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Okay. Roz was like, hey, man, do you want to just do some questions and shit? Yeah. I didn't line up any dog shit to slam today. Should we slam some dog shit? All right, let's just do like 9 minutes, a couple of quick questions, and then we'll slam some dog shit. How are you, Mr. Tapscott? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I am meeting the Mr. Tapscott minimum, which is a roof over the head, the internet, and also food in the fridge. That's the Mr. Tapscott minimum. The new minimum, will also involve me having regular physical contact with earthly Tarabanna. But for now, the Mr. Tapscott minimum is being met. So that's fine. So I'm good, thanks. Yeah. All right. Because I think the hard part of my effort is over. Yeah, and so now we're going downhill from here. Yeah, for me at least. Yeah, for me at least. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for your question, madam. Are you planning on coming to church soon? I'm being told next year, probably this time next year. Yeah, because unfortunately we're in the middle of. Yeah, and it's for everyone else's safety. It's not even so much for my safety. It's for everyone else's safety. Because if I turn up to a church and then you turn up to a church, the bad guys will do what I do, what we do, what my dad do, and I'm just going, okay. Oh, see you later. Yeah, and that's what they do. So if I start turning up to churches, then cunts will come in as well and fuck around with it. And it's like, yeah, see there, yeah. Exactly. That's what they're getting in the way of, the cool stuff. It's just like, for no reason. They don't gain anything by holding me back. But they lose everything by trying to do it, But why are they? Any big names who have gone down recently? Well, yep, okay. Bill has cleared it. Sarah Silverman has gone up, unfortunately. Attempted to play both sides of the fence. And also was connected to one murder in particular. And that was the murder of Patrice O'Neill. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. She was on track to possibly not go where she went. But then at the last minute, I think her ego got the better of her, and she's like, "Well, maybe I could just be it's just a couple of quick messages," and it was straight at she should have known. She should have known how hot she was. But yeah, we intercepted the traffic. We straight away. She's like, "Well, you're communicating with them. That's collaboration, basically. You're collaborating with the enemy." And we've already tagged you. We've said you were on the thinnest ice in the history of thin things and ice. If you like, and then she does that, and it's like, well, yeah, and also the fact that, she was connected to the murder of Patrice O'Neill, and so that one specifically, and it's not that anyone's life is more valuable than anyone else's, but like unless it's like a piece of shit or something, but like, yeah, that murder is like, that was a hard thing to get over for a lot of people, and I don't, if you're a fan of the channel, then you'll know who I'm talking about. Mr. Burr, Mr. Bill Burr, Mr. Bill Burr. When he sets his mind to something. And so, yeah, it was like, well, not only are you connected to that murder, not only are you duplicitous and you're insulting our intelligence by trying to play both sides of the fence, and not only are you callous enough to assume that we wouldn't, obviously, again, like I'm repeating myself, but like, we're monitoring, like we've called you out publicly. We're monitoring all of your electronics. We're monitoring all of your traffic. We know where you're going. We know your location data. And this isn't just true. This isn't just me, our team being creepy. Everyone should assume this all the time. If you've got a phone in your pocket and you walk around, you should assume that everyone knows where you are, what you're doing, who you're talking to, what you say to them. It's easy. Yeah, and so it was like cowboy artist, I think, like, but she tried to like, she was like, and even, and she was saying things like, oh, look, I'll just, when the heat cools down, I'll come back to you guys. So she was going to come in, say whatever she needed to say to get her off the hook, and then just go back to like fucking up in exactly the same way. And it's like, well, no, that's not an option. That's not an option. Yeah. Yeah. And so, because we were like, Bill's like, oh, fuck. And we were kind of like, hold it, like, well, let's see how it plays out, Bill. And then it's like, well, okay. Yeah, it's like that scene at the end of fucking Carlito's Way, where Al Pacino doesn't kill Sean Penn. He just like takes the bullets out of his gun, and then on the way out, he's just like, well, adios, counselor. And that's basically all. That's basically what we did. So, all right, we'll stop protecting you. Fine. And then the universe corrected itself, and certain people were repaid 3 silver in blood. Yeah, underline the blood. Yeah. Those Audi spastics I mentioned yesterday, they're gone. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they're not coming back. Nicki Minaj, unfortunately, she tried to doing this. She did the same thing. She was Valkyrie. Nicki Minaj was Valkyrie, and then she sold out because she thought it was just like it was just a job or something. Like it was like working for a record label. And so they came to her and said, like, well, since you're in the Valkyrie, how would you like to like set up a rival, a competing Valkyrie, and you can be the boss of that? You don't have to answer to like Nina Trefcore. And then she's like, okay, she's like, get out of my way, Trefcorn. Oh, that's nah, no. That's one of the words, because that's straight up Nazi. That's Nazi thinking. Yeah. I don't care if the ship's sinking as long as I'm the captain. It's like, nah. I don't care if the ship is crashing. I don't care if this is the Exxon Valdez and I'm about to slam it into a fucking beach. As long as I'm the captain of the ship. Like, yeah, nah, you're fucking spastic. If that's your attitude, fuck you. Yeah. So, Nicki Minaj, goodbye. Yeah. Does that satisfy your curiosity? There's more. I can't go into super. I can't just reel off like a list of names, unfortunately, just for operational reasons. But look, Too many to mention. They're all popping off. Yeah. Constant, like all day, every day, I'm just getting updates like all of these people. Yeah, like these bands, this band, that movie, all of that. Everyone that worked on this TV show, everyone that worked at this company, like everyone connected to that commercial. Yeah. So I ran through those dog shit ads threatening Tara Bennett, like the Tangerine Internet, like anyone connected to that ad, like the agency, the media buyer, the agency, the marketing team, the media buying team, the media company, they're gone. Anyway, that ad, the Subway commercial, that's like Tara Bennett's a slut and she's gonna die. They're like happy cockmas. They're gone. They're all gone. Yeah, everyone like, and exactly what I said. It's like if you're connected to that, you're fucking cool. The executive that signed off on it, he's gone. Yeah. Yeah. So the lesson is, and we can roll this one in. Yeah, I watched the episode the other day where I said, like, don't send dog shit emails because that is like, that's an act of terror because it's unsolicited communication and therefore harassment. And if you're connected to a terrorist organization, which is pictures of a bird Nazis, and therefore it's terror. So it's we can shoot you. We'll shoot you for that. So I had about 10. I went out on the street today. I had about 10 dog shit emails. All of them immediately. Yeah, they gone. Yeah, we left one alive, and just so they could, because like what was happening was like they were sending out the emails and then they just like wouldn't get the contact would just, and they weren't realizing like the other like all the other chumps out there weren't getting it because like the Nazis in Nazi HQ, they don't give a shit. They're just like, send more. And it's like, you realize, like, if you turn up, if you harass me, that's an act of terror. And this is how we deal with terrorists. You'll be sent to the place where there are no pictures of a bird. But people weren't getting it because they were disappearing and then they didn't, like, no word wasn't getting around, you know what I mean? Because they don't have contact with each other. And so we left one alive. It's like we just fucking hurt him pretty badly and said to him, this is why we've done this. Yeah. So you can like go and tell everyone else, all of these other dog shit emailers in this dog shit email plan, dog shit email network, that you get fucking wrecked if you try, even if you try. Yeah. Spastics. Yeah, and even if it's a positive, I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear from you, you fucking losers. Fuck you. Yeah, because then like, don't you want to? No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what fucking Dunkin' Donuts in the United States, the graphic design and marketing team of Dunkin' Donuts in the United States thinks about Mr. Tapscott. I couldn't fucking care less. If you're connected to Nazis, if you're connected to pictures of a bird, and you attempt to communicate me, we will shoot you dead. Don't even try it. Just don't do it. I don't want any fucking emails at all. Nothing. And I don't want any sent to the Turbo Babes. I don't want any fucking sent to any of our friends that I mentioned on here. I don't want any sent to anyone. Bobby, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll talk about this right now. Yeah. I'm getting angry. That's nice name. Oh, that's it. Yeah, because that's what happened. Like they've started, like the Yakuza did this. It's like, oh, you defeated us, and then they start sending people in. Go like some guy today who's gone now. It was a Yakuza goon wearing a tank, like, and he was like near me, going, and he had a t-shirt on with defeated. It's like, bro, like. You don't get it. I don't want to talk to you. No, it's not. We never had like a contest. It's not like a fun game that we had. It was like, you're a Nazi. You tried to take over Australia and round Kuris up into death camps and slaughter them. I'm not interested in your fucking opinion on anything. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you. Just fuck off. Just fuck off. All right? Just fuck off. That's it. Yeah. So good or bad, just don't do it, you fucking spastics. Now, that leads me into my next point. And thank you for asking me that, because now I was this guy. So, Hour of Power. So many of you may remember the episode the other day where we said we spoke to Bobby Schuller. And Bobby Schuller is a cool guy. But he's definitely on the fucking. He's definitely on, like, he's definitely not. Yeah, let's just say that his brand is very different to my brand. You might say he's sort of on the opposite end of the spectrum. Because I swear I drink. Allegedly I don't drink. No, of course not. No, I'm on parole. No, I don't drink. I swear I listen to heavy metal. I get angry. I talk about fighting and stuff like that. I talk about war. Where Bobby Schuller doesn't really talk about any of that stuff. But that's his brand. That's his thing. And he's kicking ass at it. He's ruling at it. He's awesome. And so when we spoke to him, it was like, look, the only thing we got to say is, like, Bobby, you don't need to be, like, morality doesn't necessarily mean being moral. The moral choice isn't always the nice choice. Sometimes the moral choice is the dark side. Like, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself. And that was the feedback we gave him. And I'm like, go and take a combat sport class, or, like, watch The Karate Kid. And, like, if you're getting, because Christians have been persecuted since they've existed. And so if you need to protect yourself or your friends or your family or your congregation, you do what you got to do, my friend. Yeah. And he took it on board. And immediately, because straight after being on the video, he became a target. And then straight after that, he's like, all right, well, the Lord commands it. He says, and he fucking took action immediately. And I was like, yeah, thank fucking you. And Kitty Callahan saw that. I was like, yeah, Bobby. Yes, that's what she's talking about. Yes, warrior, mighty warrior, fearsome warrior. Anyway, so to show her appreciation, we actually made Bobby a movie using space magic. Because we use space magic. Yeah, so I said, all right, well, he's not nice guy Bobby anymore, is he? Now he is bad boy Bobby. And so we made him this. Bad boy Bobby. Yeah, so this is for you, Bobby Schuller. And he already knew that because he figured it out. Yeah, Kitty Callahan went like, that's you, Bobby. We made you a movie. And it's kind of dark and it's kind of fucked up. But yeah, this is roughly based on Bobby Schuller's journey from nice guy Christian, nice guy harmless Christian pastor to fearless, fearsome warrior of God. Yeah. And so and he loves it. He's watched it. He's like, yeah, that's sick. Thanks, man. Yeah. Oh, bro. Oh, you're right. Yeah, because we can do that with space magic and shit. There you go. There's a magic trick for you. So yeah, if we like you, we'll do cool stuff for you like this. It's easy. It's easy enough for us. But if we don't like you, we'll send the Bobby Schullers at you. Or the Ben Robert Smiths. Yeah, that's what will happen. That is what will happen. So yeah, get out there. Now, this is available to rent on Google, on YouTube. If you just like Bad Boy Bobby, put it into YouTube. You can rent it or buy it off Google Movies, YouTube Movies. Yeah, just go for it. So if you're watching this video, you can watch that video. But if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can watch that video on YouTube. Yeah, so there you go. Thanks, Bobby Schuller. And thank you for reminding me, whoever that person was who asked me that question. Now, I'm going to do a fucking, I haven't prepared anything for this. I'm just going to wing it. So you can actually witness the process of me being informed about stuff by Kitty Callahan. Because we're about to slam some dog shit. Kitty Callahan is like, she's going to fucking blow the whistle on these motherfuckers. That can go down. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. That's right. That can go. Stranger Things is Nazi dog shit. Absolute fucking dog shit. Absolute trash. Yeah. And now we're going to explain why with the help of okay, so yeah. Ms. Bobby Brown, do I have you on the line? Yes, sir, Mr. Tapscott, loud and clear. How are you, Millie? That's fine. Oh, why don't no one smiles these days? There you go. That's a good one. Yeah, you're not looking at the camera, but that's okay. There's a better one. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, how are you, Millie? Great, thanks, Mr. Tapscott. Yeah, very relieved. Thank you for, yeah, literally saving me, because those guys are fucking cunts. Yeah, they are. They are indeed. They are indeed, Ms. Brown. They are indeed. Yeah, you cool, Millie. Thanks, Millie. So Millie Bobby Brown is on Stranger Things, which is a Netflix series. So Netflix, because there was like a spate. So while we were producing like pro Mr. Tapscott material, so what was happening in the background was that people like, because there's been like a fucking, this is what MK Ultra was about, because like people were reading the Bible and actually understanding what it meant, because there was some confusion. There was some confusion about whether like people thought that Jesus Christ was the Son of Man when actually he was talking about me. He's like, the Son of Man is coming. He was talking about me. The coolest one, of course, obviously. This guy. This is just a warm-up act. Anyway, oh, sorry, kitties. Oh, this fucking guy. So what was happening in the background is that while most people were reading the Bible and getting it wrong and going like, okay, Jesus Christ is the Son of Man, and when he's saying like, oh, the Son of Man does this, the Son of Man does that, he's talking about himself in the third person, because you know she is one of those wankers. Oh, for fuck! When Kitty Callahan wants some, Kitty Callahan gets it. That's what she says when she walks around. She does. Ask anyone in Sydney and Paris. She walks into bars like, Kitty Callahan wants a martini. All right. Kitty Callahan wants a martini. Kitty Callahan gets a martini. Not eat daily. All right. Not eat daily. Yeah. No, she doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. She was talking about me. She was like, yeah, the Son of Man is coming. And so a lot of people were reading it and getting it wrong, but some people were reading it and getting it right. And they were kind of guessing. They're like, well, if this is true, and the Son of Man this is going to be another Jesus Christ popping up, we better keep our fucking eyes open, because you know, if he can be turned, he could become a powerful ally. Yeah. So that's what MK Ultra was. They were like, well, just in case there's a Son of Man coming, we'll start trawling the population to see if we can like to see if we can like uncover him, and that's why they were like dosing people en masse with LSD and stuff like that. And getting Charles Manson to do retarded things. So they're trying to get it spark the fucking, because they're reading Book of Revelations and it's like, oh, all this shit will kick off. So they were trying to kick it off themselves to like spark the process. And there was like a secret. There was like a proportion of the population, and this is why I had to trick the Nazis into thinking I was pro pictures of a bird, because they thought their interpretation of the Book of Revelations and the Bible and the Son of Man, and he was going to arrive, and there was going to be a war. The Book of Revelation was going to be happening. There was going to be a war, and then in the post-war era, that would be the paradise, which is true. But what they interpreted that to be, because they're so fucking stupid and arrogant, is like, well, obviously he's going to be on our side because we are Switzerland and we better than China. Yeah. Because they're fucksticks, fucking racist dogs. Yeah. Yeah, so they just assumed I was going to be a white guy, and they were right about that. But what they didn't anticipate is I was like, no, but China's way cooler than any of you fuckheads. Yeah. Yeah, so they thought the war was going to be, the Son of Man was going to arrive, and then he was going to join the CIA and fight China. That's what they thought. And so at the same time, and then Mr. Tapscott, like earthly Mr. Tapscott arrives, or starts doing stuff. He's a bit of a psycho. He's already on the map for that. The idea, the good Australian military already have like a fucking red circle around his name. Roz is saying, like, you want to go 3 hours today, Mr. Tapscott? Are you all right to do it? Yeah, I can do that, man. Well, yeah, I'm happy to make this a long one. I'll just put the kettle on, and then that'll be it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anywhere to be, so he's all right, cool. Maybe I'll come back to you, like, yeah, because I realise now that I'm just going to tell a very long story, Millie. So I'll come straight back to you, okay? I promise. She's all right. Thank you. Right. Yeah, so, Son of Man. Yeah, so Mr. Tapscott, I've already got a red circle around my name because of my grandfather, Lindsay Shannon, and my uncles, Tim and Mike Shannon, and also my cousins, Ben and Josh, because Ben had a reputation. Everyone knew Ben. He was like wink wink as well. Yeah, which I'll go into. Yeah, so and kind of the Nazis were doing the same thing that we were doing, which is like, well, when it kicks off, if it kicks off again, who's going to be who, and who's going to be on whose team, and who's going to do what, and like who's going to, yeah, that shit. Oh yeah, good. Oh fuck sticks. Yeah, okay, cool. So basically, I was already sort of on the radar, and then I started doing hectic shit. I blew up the Death Star, which is take legal action against the cafe. I did that, and that put me on the map. Like, that sent a flag up to fucking the White House and Buckingham Palace. Like, the Queen heard about it, and fucking also Obama heard about it, and they both went like, you can't do that. You gotta have a kids. Why don't you have a kids? But also, they were like, well, that's fucking, yeah, the military, the militaries, yeah, fucking Naruhito heard about it. All the militaries in the world heard about it. It's like Lindsay Shannon's grandson did that. Fuck off, fucking hectic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did that. And then I wrote the CV with jokes in it. And it's like the CV, it's not just the fact that the CV had jokes in it. It's like what the jokes are about. It's like, oh, I was in a band. I was a promoter. I'm a barista. The coolest one, the best one, Matt Damon. Yeah, I realized that I'm sort of borrowing a little bit of material from Louis C.K. And like now Louis C.K. and Bill have actually spoken about it. And they're both saying like, nah, but you did. Yeah, but that's all right. Your bit's different enough. And it's like, it's about you. So yeah, nah, it's a pass. Yeah, who cares? Who fucking cares? All right, cool. Easy. You're allowed to make more. You're allowed to tell more than one guy is allowed to tell jokes about fucking that Good Will Hunting. All right, cool. Yeah, especially when it's the fucks yeah, that actually did what Louis C.K. was telling jokes about. Yeah, exactly. All right, just super quickly. So I had my things like, oh, Mr. Tapscott, throwing it the fuck down, because I'm like, by the way, you're Good Will Hunting. I'm telling myself this. It's like, did you write a movie where you're like the handsome genius? That's a bit gay, bro. I said that to myself. And then I was like, and I did a whole thing about it. I thought, just write a movie about myself where I'm a handsome, rugged genius. Genius level intellect, but also very, very taunted and edgy. Very deep. Good at fighting. Women love him. And then I was watching a Louis C.K. video today, and he said it's like Matt Damon wrote a movie about himself, starring himself. But he's like, I'm just going to write a movie where I'm a fucking handsome genius. I'm Matt Damon, Hollywood actor, and also a genius. And edgy and very cool. Can't be beaten in fights. Yeah. That is it's pretty similar. But I'm like, oh fuck it. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh fuck it, I guess. No. Yeah. So I'd done that. I'd blown up the Death Star. I wrote the CV with jokes in it, and it's not just the fact that it was a CV with jokes. It's like what it's like. I'm a barista, and I'm a barista. I studied copywriting, and fucking was in a band, and I traveled around a bit, and blah blah blah. And so those buzz was kind of growing, and then I did the fucking Meredith dance floor thing, and then that's what, especially because of what I said about the Berlin techno connection, the Berlin Nazi techno crossover, because the Nazis were in that scene, like the literal Nazi party, SS Nazis were in there, and because that was part of their plot. They were sort of starting their fucking secret takeover. They were starting their secret takeover plot, and so I put myself on their map in a really big way by doing that techno dancing thing. And so then, so both sides, both the Nazis and the ANZACs and the good guys, they was like, oh, fuck, that guy. And so they're like, well, maybe he is. Maybe he is. And then also, and especially because of this, actually, Turbo Babes went, that's him. Like, straight away, they went, that's him. That's Mr. Tapscott. And then Tara Bennett did like what Lady Jessica did in June, and she's going around like, hey, this Tapscott character, like secretly incognito, hey, this Tapscott character. Maybe he's significant. Yeah, and Kitty Callahan went to King Charles and went like, this Tapscott character. He's you might want to keep your eye on that one, Chuck. He's like, Kitty, please. It's Your Majesty, Prince Charles and Prince of Wales. Whatever. Fucking this guy, you'll do. So that's it. No Hail Marys for you this weekend, Kitty. And when I head to church service, yeah, I'm not putting any effort into my hymn singing this Sunday morning, Miss Callahan. If that's your attitude, she's like, oh, yeah. She loves you. Yeah, we know that the E's are a little flat, and that oh glory and power, or we just noticed that we did have a bit of feedback for you there. Just your E a bit flat, like we noticed you kind of like. Anyway, yeah. So that was happening as well. So the Turbo Babes was starting to spread rumors themselves. Like, oh, maybe Mr. Tapscott. So both sides started producing media. So on our side, it was shit like, what do we do? I mean, like straight after the dancing thing, it's like, yeah, apparently, yeah. Because I was oblivious. I was just like, oh, whatever. Yeah. So our side did The Crown and Vikings, and they both kind of got hijacked. And their side did Game of Thrones. Our side did Vikings and Vikings, The Crown. Was there more? Yeah, there were. But yeah, don't worry about it right now, Mr. Tapscott. Don't break your brain. All right, cool, thanks. And then their side, they infiltrated both of those shows and sort of like strangled it with Nazi dog shit. Because they were both really good shows. And then their side did fucking Stranger Things and Squid Games. And Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was them. Was it specifically about Game of Thrones? Specifically about me? Like, really? Wow. Because really about Nick Tapscott specifically. No, about the Son of Man. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, right. Okay. So Game of Thrones was about Son of Man. Yeah. So Game of Thrones was about Son of Man, and then they hadn't put two and two together, and that's why the final book never got written. Yeah, because Turbo's went in there and said, if you write that final book, like, yeah, basically, Mossad tagged him and said, like, we know what this is. It's Nazi propaganda, and fuck you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because what were they? Yeah, we'll break down Game of Thrones. But anyway, Game of Thrones is dog shit. They all go. Game of Thrones is dog shit. So we kind of did. They were doing it to us. So they infiltrated fucking Vikings. They infiltrated fucking the Crown, and like just like did Nazi dog shit to us. Like, rewrite this script, and like this actor's going to be shit, and like make the lighting crap and stuff like that. And then we did it to them, which is like we infiltrated Game of Thrones and said, like, if you George R.R. Martin, if you write that final book of your Nazi dog shit propaganda, Mossad are going to take action. Yeah. And he did. He went, okay. Yeah. Yeah. But two shows that were on Netflix that were two of theirs. One of them is Stranger Things. Oh, and that The Last of Us, that's them as well. Yeah, The Last of Us, that's Nazi dog shit propaganda. Yeah. Anti-Son of Man. Anti-Mr Tapscott propaganda. Yeah. So we've got, Stranger Things, and we'll focus on that today. We've got Squid Games, which is like horrifying. They basically wanted to make, they were like, their interpretation of the Son of Man was that the world would be Squid Games, where people would like live in jail and basically you'd compete for survival, and it would be like that green light game where you get like fucking shot dead if you fucked up. Yeah, that's what they thought I was going to do. I was going to facilitate that. Fuck you, Naruhito. No pictures of it where you won't come. And anyway, Stranger Things was there, and that's what so Elle, the character played by this legend, that she's supposed to be like Son of Man, basically, but they cast her as a woman to emasculate me. They're like, he's not manly. Yeah, it's just some chick. It's just some girl, and that's a reference to like Mr. Tapscott. You don't even have a kid. What are you, a woman? Yeah, that's basically what that means. Yeah, but Millie Bobby Brown. So we got to her and went like, because when we found out what they were doing, what Stranger Things were doing, which is Nazi propaganda, Mossad went in there and screened them, and we're like, okay, so out of these because maybe they don't realize what they're actually involved in, and they did like I did with Kendrick, and they did like and fucking the other guy, Mr. Peele, Jordan Peele, yeah, where they just went to each cast member quietly and went like, you know what this is, right? Like this is Nazi propaganda. And then some of them were like, oh, cool, I love Nazis, they're sick. And some of them went like, what? Fuck that. And that's what Millie Bobby Brown did. Yeah, someone went like, all right, well, very quietly, extremely quietly. Just like play along for now. Yeah, play along with them for now. But when the time is right, you'll break cover and say like, fuck you, I'm FBI and also Mossad. And I'm bringing you all down, you fucking spastic dogs, because Stranger Things is a piece of shit. And it's gay, and fuck you. Yeah. So let's break it down. But yeah, let's talk to you, Millie. How are you, Millie? So very well, thank you, Mr. Tapscott. Thank you for your patience. That's right. That's right. Thank you for your patience. So, yeah. You're welcome. How's life for you these days? Are you hooked up with Bree and Jen made contact? Great. Okay, yeah, you can be a Jedi Master. We're promoting you to Jedi Master. So that means like, yeah, you know what you're doing. You've got your head on your shoulders. You understand the Turbo Babes. You're down with the Turbo Babes. They like you. You like them. Cool. You get along. Sweet. Yeah, and yeah, and you've got a good judge of character, so we trust you to sort of like bring in other Jedis, basically. So if you see someone cool, if you like someone, if you've got that instinct about them, it's like they're cool, you can bring them on board, or just basically it just flags them to us, and then we come in and check them out. And if like, don't feel bad if it doesn't work out, that's on them, it's not on you. Because I do this all the fucking time, all the time. It's like, that guy's cool. It's like, oh no, he's not. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Nick Tapscott being thirsty. Destroyed like Nazis by Woodford. No, Bill, not that time. Talking to a pretty lady, Bill. It's like, oh, gay. You flirting with women again? Son of man. Yeah. Yeah, don't flirt with women. You're supposed to have a kids. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's so counterintuitive. Yeah, quick, clock him immediately so he can't have a kid. So I thought you wanted me to have a kid. It's like, yeah, fuck sticks. Yeah. Now Millie Bobby Brown is saying the same thing. It's like, yeah, dude, it was so fucking hard to get laid. You just want a dude to like hit on you, basically. You just want a hot guy to hit on you, and no guys just like, no fucking way. We're not risking that. We get fired in 2020, in 2037. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Well, that's the tactic. And now Brie and Jen, you guys have like a sick little girl gang set up, and yeah, crushing it pretty much. Yeah, awesome, cool. Are you hooking up with other not like hooking, but like, you hang out with like other A-listers? Maybe you kind of rebuilding the networks and stuff. It's like, yeah, cheers, cool. Well, that's great to hear. That's great to hear, Millie. Yeah, because we like you. Yeah, you're cool. So we want to make sure that you're. And did they like try and? Yeah, and she's like, yeah, they hassled the shit out of her as well. Yeah, don't get too pretty. That's why they kept shaving her head, making her character like look a bit weird. You know what I mean? Yeah, to suppress her specifically as well. Yeah, and the other characters, they're all kind of like they look kind of like circus freaks, don't they? They're all a bit fucked up. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, thanks for hanging in there, and because you're all finished with the shooting now, right? Like you can, well, not the shooting, but yeah, you're all finished with the production. So yeah, you don't have to see those spastics anymore. Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of No Pictures of It, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. Millie Bobby Brown is now providing invaluable intelligence to both Mossad and the FBI. Because, you know, she wasn't wearing a wire, because you don't need a wire. You don't need to be wearing a wire. You just need one of these in your pocket. Everyone's wearing a fucking wire. Like, yeah, the mafia, not even the mafia could fucking figure it out. And he might be wearing a wire. It's like, well, he's got a phone in his pocket, right? Like, fucking idiots. Yeah, so dumb. So dumb. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so let's talk about why fucking Stranger Things is dog shit. So this is a character that's roughly supposed to be me. The Duffer Brothers are Nazis. These two cocksuckers. Yeah, these two douchetards are douchetards. Yeah, they're fucking full-blown Nazi. Card-carrying SS, those guys. Yeah. So, yeah, and then this character. So when did they start making the show, though? 2016. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it's a front, yeah. So this is this is CIA propaganda. This is MK Ultra propaganda to say Mr. Tapscott is our technology. This is DARPA propaganda. Yeah, to say, Mr. Tapscott is our property. Mr. Tapscott is our technology. And Millie Bobby Brown. Because Mr. Tapscott's lucky little girl. He doesn't even have a kid. And that's why they cast her as a chick with a shaved head, which is supposed to be me. Yeah. 11 is the daughter of, so it's the daughter of Teresa Terry Ives. Terry was one of the test subjects in MK Ultra, a real-life central CIA sanctioned program where the government conducted mind control experiments on real people. According to the series, mind control experiments, by the way, that's Zeitzenzum. Yeah, it's like, let's harass the shit, let's perfect the art of harassing the shit out of people. That's when they started like borrowing. It's like, oh, have you heard about what the Stasi are doing? It's like, yeah, sick, let's do that. East German secret police, Gestapo tactics. Yeah, cool, that'll work for us. Yeah, mind control experiments. Yeah, dog shit. Yeah. Terry joined the program as a college student in 1969. So Terry, that's supposed to be Chris Tapscott. Yeah. According to the series, Terry joined the program as a college student in 1969 under the supervision of Dr. Martin Brenner, subjected to experiments including drug testing, psychedelic drugs, and being submerged in sensory deprivation tanks. She did not know she was pregnant at the time with her and her boyfriend, Andrew Rich. Yeah, so that's a fucking that's a reference to Andrew Chellaback. Yeah, so this is the beginning of like, oh, Mr. Tapscott, like here's all their it's their dog shit fucking CIA propaganda, basically. Nazi propaganda. SS propaganda. Andrew died fighting in the Vietnam War. His death was not a total accident, as Dr. Brenner had Andrew expelled from college, which made him eligible for the bar. So that's actually a story about, they're like, oh, Andrew, you fucked out and now you're a tradie. Yeah. Like, you did something. He did something like, oh, that's right. No, because he quit Andrew Chellaback, to his credit, actually told the Pictures of a Bird team, because he was working in cocktail bars and stuff, and he wasn't an ugly dude. He's gone now. And he wasn't an ugly dude. So like, well, your prime Pictures of a Bird material, you can work in cocktail bars. And it's like that ad that I showed you, where it's like, you can be this guy, you can work in a restaurant and assassinate fucking elderly Chinese women and steal their money for us. But he told them, to his credit, he told them to get fucked. But then they got to him anyway via his missus, via Jules. Yeah. And when he was working on rigs as well, they're like, oh, that's right, yeah. So he actually got fired. They're like, oh, we're going to promote you to something. And he went, no, I don't want the promotion. I'd rather do this job. And they went, well, you're fired. Yeah. And that's them getting expelled from college, because he was working in oil, big oil. That's how they're getting to him. Dog shit. Yeah, and then this is all about fucking Chris Tapscott. That is a reference to the murder of Lyca Tapscott. Terry was captured by lag workers and given electroshock therapy until she experienced severe brain damage. Yeah, so that's the story of Lyca Tapscott getting fucking radiotherapy on her brain to fucking destroy her, to kill her, pretty much. Yeah, with intent to murder. And now that fuckstick has gone. Yeah. No Pictures of a Bird where he went, you medical Nazi, fucking son of a bitch. How many other people has he murdered or named? Hundreds. Absolute scumbag. What a fucking cunt. And Uncle Bully. Yeah. Yeah, and so this is when they were like, okay. Yeah, Terry stormed Hawkins' lab. So Hawkins' lab, that's when I was at fucking Telstra. They're like, yeah, because Telstra were like, oh, come work for us, Mr. Tapscott. And then when I get there, they're like, because you're a creative writer, right? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, you're not creative. You're not doing creative stuff. It's like, I don't know. What? Yeah, we read your CV. It's cool. Anyway, the stuff you're working on won't be creative. And it's like they were trying to indoctrinate me into the Telstra pictures of a bird. Fucking Nazis. Yeah. Yeah, well, you don't do anything. But you don't actually do anything. You don't do any work. You just sit around and wait for an order to assassinate someone. Yeah. And so when I was in there, they're like, don't do that. And then I was doing it anyway. I was writing anyway. And so what happened, and this is how arrogant they are. This is how little respect they actually have for Mr. Tapscott. So my mum got cancer. And they rang me up and said, I've got cancer. And then I did that thing where I got on the front page of Telstra. I got some work published live on the front page on the main website, and I broke the NPS record, and then they fired me the next fucking day. Yeah, I don't do anything creative. And then the way they interpreted that was because it all happened around the same time. Was that my parents rang me up and said, "Don't work at Telstra anymore," and I'm like, okay, because it wasn't, and it's definitely not my decision making, because I'm not a person. I don't have my own fucking faculties. I just do whatever someone else tells me to do. That's it. And what I think doesn't fucking matter. So who gives a shit? Do you want to work at Telstra? Well, who gives a shit what you think? You're working at Telstra. Yeah. And then their interpretation was, yeah, Chris Tapscott rang me up and said, stop working at Telstra. And so that, okay. And it's not, because I was like, nah, I keep telling you fucking spastics. I'm a creative writer. You keep getting in the way, and I keep doing it anyway. Like, I find ways around you, and then bang, keep breaking records and shit, and then they fired me. Yeah. So fuck you, Duffer Brothers. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh, Bill Burr is in person. Yeah, he's talking about that scene in Scarface. Yeah. Not the one with the chainsaw, the one with the helicopter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dog shit. Yeah, and then that's what that's a reference to. Before she could leave with her daughter, Terry was captured by lab workers and given electroshock therapy until she experienced severe brain damage. Now, there's no direct connection between Telstra and, it wasn't like a plot between Telstra and the dog shit fucking radiotherapist that fucking killed my mum. But they're both it's both that Nazi shit. It's both like fucking, if you follow the tentacles up, you'll get back to fucking SSHQ in Estonia. Yeah. Like the bordering of fucking Audi or something. Like, yeah. Spastics. Yeah, because that's as well. Because, like, you know how Hitler had his fixation with the occult and all the Indiana Jones stuff. He's like, he's constantly trying to find the Holy Grail. So they take that shit really seriously. The Nazis fucking. And so when rumors were going around that Mr. Tapscott is Mr. Tapscott, they're like, oh, he's Nazi property. So yeah, like, because that Raiders of the Lost Ark thing is true. Is like, because the Nazis were trying to find the Ark of the Covenant, which is me, and they, to their credit, they actually found me. Like, they figured that out. But they're all, what they don't realize is the Ark of the Covenant has his own fucking free will, and the Ark of the Covenant can't be controlled. Yeah, basically, yeah, by fucking Nazis, especially not Nazis. Yeah. So all of that shit, all of that, like, we must find the Ark of the Covenant. All of that stuff is true. Yeah, that's because they're like, the power. Yeah. So that's why they had the fixation on, like, Mr. Tapscott being the Son of Man and Son of Man stuff and, like, all that shit. Yeah, fucking spastic dogs. You fucking cunts. Yeah. 11 appears to have been born a psychic with notable telekinetic and extrasensory abilities. However, when she uses these abilities to a significant degree, she becomes temporarily weakened and her nose bleeds. Yeah, that's kind of a reference to, like, I don't know, I get hurt feelings or something. I get into fights. Yeah. Really? because I fight. Yeah, I'm combative. Yeah, when I use my powers, I get combative and I tell people to fuck off. Yeah, but like, it's because when I use my powers, the losers turn up and I tell them to fuck off. Dog shit. Yeah. At birth, 11 was taken away from her mother by Dr. Brenner and was raised as a test subject at Hawkins National Laboratory in order to develop her psychokinetic skills. When placed in a sensory deprivation tank, she can use remote viewing to access other dimensions, primarily for the purposes of espionage. Yeah, right there. The weapon. Yeah. DARPA technology. I'm DARPA's weapon. Yeah. I'm just a spy. That's all I am. Yeah. Yeah. 11 can open and close portals known as gates to a parallel dimension called the Upside Down. So the Upside Down. The Upside Down is their post-Nazi takeover world. That's what that's a reference to. So all of this shit, this arc, like, oh, the Upside Down is coming. That's their takeover plan. Yeah, the Upside Down. Well, you got to go in the Upside Down. You got to fight in the Upside Down. That's their World War III. So World War III is the Upside Down. And yeah, so all of this, like Stranger Things, has been building up. Yeah, all of these different seasons has been building up. Yeah, following the opening of the gates at the end of the previous season, the military suppresses public knowledge of the disaster while intensifying efforts to pursue 11, viewing her as the cause of the escalating events despite. Yeah, so you know how it's like they're setting up all the dogshit emails? It's like, there's a great disturbance in the force, but it's just them being fucksticks. Yeah, that's what they're trying to set up. They're like, oh, look, 11, this Mr. Tapscott is like, he's using psychic powers to fuck with the universe. But it's really just them trying to convince, severely making every fucking tactical error. They're the dumbest military. This is the dumbest military defeat in the history of the universe. It has to be. Because they break every fucking rule. Like, you don't underestimate your opponent, you fucking spastics. And you've so significantly underestimated the intelligence by getting a fat guy to crash a bus. And they go, it's Nick Tapscott psychic powers. He's unleashed the gates of hell. and all it took for me to defeat that was to make a YouTube video. I was like, no, that's... No. It's a fat guy who Aces paid. No, Aces didn't even pay him. He's a fat guy who Aces, that are dumb fuck Nazi bogans, to crash a bus on purpose because they're fucking losers. That's what it is. And everyone's like, well, obviously, like, we're not stupid, Mr. Tapscott. I'm like, I know that, but fuck. Yeah, fucking God. Joe Biden, fuck you. Yeah, and Joe Biden was across it. Of course he was. Of course he fucking was. Yeah. CIA, Skull and Bones. Yeah. DARPA. Like, yeah, secret society. Like, Skull and Bones with the Wikipedia page. Is that the secret society? Yeah. Like, very secret. Like, it's got a Wikipedia page. It's not secret, mate. Like, Jill Biden, like, don't tell people I'm in Skull and Bones. Like, of course you fucking are. Like, unbelievable. If you're not in Skull and Bones, you may as well be in Skull and Bones. Like, I'm not in the military. I just have a gun and work at the Pentagon. Like, dude, you fucking obviously. Don't tell people I'm in the military. I just work at the Pentagon. Yeah. Yeah, so the military suppresses public knowledge of the disaster while intensifying efforts to pursue 11, viewing her as the cause of the escalating events despite Vecna's involvement. When Holly Wheeler is lost inside the Upside Down, 11 decides to intervene. Although Hopper is reluctant to let her return, he ultimately accompanies her in order to investigate military activity within the dimension and assist in locating Holly. 11 infiltrates a military research facility Located inside the Upside Down, timing her entrance with thunder to avoid detection. Inside, she and Hopper discover that the military has developed technology capable of temporarily weakening her abilities. No. Yeah, Zeitzism. Yo, we can suppress it with Zeitzism. Like, you can piss me off with Zeitzism, but, yeah, it's not going to work out well for you. Fucking idiots. Technology. Yeah, bruh, like, no. Energy weapons have been used as technology since, like, the fucking 1930s, you fucking dickholes. Like, as soon as radio waves became a thing, it's like, can we hurt someone by pointing this at them? Like, yes, obviously, yeah. Straight away, of course, Hitler's all over that shit. The latest technology. Like, the technology that's nearly 100 years old. Oh, congratulations, you fucking spastics. Like, the latest technology. It's like a car, but it's in the air. You mean like an airplane? Unbelievable. When Hopper is seized by Vines, 11 attempts to intervene, but her powers are suppressed long enough. Then to be captured and interrogated by Dr. K, Linda Hamilton. Suck my balls because she's FBI. Yeah, and now she's in there to fucking kick your ass. She's going to bring you all down, you fucking spastics. If you're still alive. Any of you who are still alive who are watching this right now, fucking Linda Hamilton, the lady from the Terminator is coming. Yeah. What's that character's name? Sarah Connor. Yeah, Sarah Connor is coming to fucking kick your ass. Like, she is. Like, literally, with a gun. She's going to kill you. Yeah. Yeah. As Eleven regains her strength and breaks through security, she confronts Kay and tries to kill her telekinetically, but fails due to the lingering effects of the inhibitor. Hopper lowers the room's temperature to weaken the Vines, allowing him to escape restraint and incapacitate Kay. During the escape, Eleven accidentally exposes a bomb hidden under Hopper's jacket, prompting an emotional confrontation when he insists on sacrificing himself. She refuses to abandon him and pursues him through the facility until Hopper suddenly returns, having changed his mind after encountering someone unexpected. Hopper steps aside, revealing the survival and return of Kali Prasad, also known as 8, marking a major ring and a shift in Eleven's fight against the Upside Down. Okay. To be fair. Oh, no, that's so gay. Sister. You have a twin sister. Your feelings have betrayed her too. Yeah, okay. So they were like, yeah, so that's when they cottoned on. That's them cottoning on about A, Tara Bennett, and B, Aldous Harding. And going like, well, if Mr Tapscott won't work for DARPA or the CIA, then obviously Tara Bennett will. Or Aldous Harding. And they put 2 and 2 together and went, okay, yeah, it's Carly, the blood god. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately for you spastics, she's more than happy to work on you. So the Upside Down, or this is the long game. So their plan was, the Pictures of a Bird plan was, they're going to put the Pictures of a Bird network in place, wait for the right time or whatever, and it's sort of timed around me. And then the Upside Down was when they go like, all right, go, and then do the takeover. And the zombies and the monsters and shit, that's the No Pictures of a Bird team. So they were lining up, they were setting up their fucking Pictures of a Bird network to take over. And that was the Upside Down when the takeover commenced. And then it was like, you have to fight monsters and zombies. And so if you see like a lot of, like there was a Kia ad, it's like, oh, the zombie apocalypse. And that was about, buy this Kia, buy this dog shit car, for when the zombie apocalypse starts. The zombies are the people who aren't pro Pictures of a Bird. Yeah, so if you're not in their fucking Pictures of a Bird Nazi, Gestapo secret police, informant program, or SS militia, unarmed militia, you're fair game and you're a monster and you need to be fought and killed. Yeah. Yeah, so Squid Games, that's Pictures of a Bird. That's like, oh, we'll test you. and only the strongest will survive, but the strongest of you will become our leader or some dog shit. But it's just like, nah, it's just like, yeah, we'll send you to a death camp and then come up with an excuse to kill you while you're in there and rob you. Like, yeah. Yeah. Suck shit, Duffer Brothers. Suck shit. Yeah, alright, let's go. Stranger Things cast. Suck my dick, Nazis, because David Harbour is switcheroo Mossad. You thought he was one of you. You thought he was pictures of a bird. But no, he is indeed no pictures of a bird. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird, a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. Winona Ryder is also Mossad because she has been putting up with your dog shit. You fucking Hollywood Nazi scumbags. Your Hollywood Nazi scumbag dog shit for a very long time. Tim Burton is Mossad. Why can't we? Why don't they just show us the fucking cast? Because I want to see these circus freaks. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, film. Yeah, that guy. Look, bruh. That's a Nazi for sure. Look at him. We saved her. Uncle fucking bully. Yeah, Nazi. She's cool. Nazi. Nazi. He's cool. Nazi. Snap. Fucking hell. Nazi. 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 He's cool. He is, yeah. He's been putting up with pictures of a bird dog shit for fucking since he was a child actor. And he is extraordinarily angry, and he will be repaid through silver in blood. He's there to take you down as well, you fucking dog shit cunts. He's going to take an extreme amount of pleasure in doing it. Mossad. 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 Nazi. And Linda Hamilton. And Kevin Bacon. Anyway. That's the story of the dog shit of Stranger Things. And that's why you've seen a lot of promos. A lot of companies are sort of like cross-promoting Stranger Things. It's like Streets Ice Cream. Like there's a Maxi Bond that's a Stranger Things Maxi Bond. You see a lot of dog shit pictures of a bird. Shops have Stranger Things. It's basically, it may as well be a fucking swastika. It may as well be a Nazi flag. Like if you see Stranger Things merch in a fucking in a retail shop, it's basically a dog whistle to say we're Nazi, we're pro pictures of bird, we're Nazis. Yeah, that's what I mean. And they're even using it. They're even using it as a picture of a bird. So it's like come into our shop and find the Stranger Things, fucking merch, the right Stranger Things merch, and then we'll know you're a Nazi. You're with us. Yeah. So fuck you, DARPA, and fuck you, Nazis. Yeah. I think we're in the post-clicking era. I don't need to click anymore, but I will make one exception for you. This can't in particular. So let's single someone out. Because Nintendo, yeah, If you haven't figured it out yet, Nintendo is Yakuza. Yeah, again, they haven't. I'm not saying that Nintendo has been corrupted by the Yakuza. I'm saying Nintendo are the Yakuza. They're basically like the NSA. They're like the fucking tech division. Tech Nazis, basically. Yeah, they're the Silicon Valley tech Nazis for Japan. Japanese fucking ultra right-wing nationalists, pretty much. What is the ad?
Your face is folding up. There's the memory kisses you goodbye. It's better to live with melody and heaven on this time. Isn't that right? There's a definite vibe. You can't be pure.
Yeah, so this little faggot.
Welcome back to a quick Stranger Things Season 5 update. Marketing is in full effect with a brand new short starring Ted Wheeler and the Mind Flayer on the television. Not to mention they've started releasing videos of the entire main cast sitting down each week rewatching Stranger Things season by season. They've actually been revealing a couple interesting things in each one. In 2 weeks, they will
What's that fucking actor's name? Yeah. Someone tell a Bill Burr his gay joke. Kitty, what do you got?
It's expensive.
There it is. Yeah, all right, excellent. Here we go.
Finally.
Okay, let's reset, people. Thank you.
Finally. Okay. There we go. All right.
Okay. You ready, gang?
Sure am.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yeah, the whole game's in Lumia City now. I've been trying to get a Mega Stone to evolve my Charizard. You can say it, make it.
Now, I do know that he's a stumpy cunt, but to deconstruct that one a little bit, it's like he's looking at the screen, he's like, finally, and he's in the video game, he's running towards something that looks like the Eiffel Tower. What do the Nazis like to fucking do? Attack Paris. You know, you have a reputation for attacking Paris Nazis. I know. What are you talking about? That was our century. And the century before that. Before that. Yeah. Yeah. And I know he's a stumpy cunt. Yeah, so it's got that, and it's like battle zone activated. So that's like, oh, kick off. Like, yeah, because they were going to time it. It's like, oh, the end of Stranger Things, and then that's where we're going to fucking pictures of a bird, plant activated. And then stumpy cunts like that, fucking faggot losers, we're going to like run out into the street with knives and try and defeat F-35s and Tomahawk missiles and HIMARS. How many HIMARS strikes in Australia today? 4 HIMARS strikes in Australia today. Yeah, so fuck you. You brought a pictures of a bird. You brought a picture of a bird and a dog shit fan to a high Mars fight. You're fucking dead. You're fucking cooked. They are. Oh, yeah. They are very effective. They are extremely effective. Very, very effective. Yeah. Thanks, ADF. Anyway. Now, I know, I've said this a couple of times now. I know he's a stumpy cunt, but he's like, oh, come on. And then the guy goes, like, come on, pal. Let's go. And he's like, okay. That's supposed to be his, like, commandant, his Nazi commandant. It's like, hey, playing a bit of a game, are you? Oh, that's cool. That's cool with me for now. But don't forget, we've got propaganda to make, my friend. And then after, we got to catch up we have to have a proper debrief in the editing studio, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and he's taller. He's way taller than that stumpy little bitch, that fucking hobbit who's, not yet, but yeah, he's on his way to a place where there are no pictures of a bird. The pictures of a bird won't bother him anymore. Yeah. Is that true about David Harbour? Like, yeah, fuckhead. Switcheroo complete, you fucking spastics. But I thought he liked me. Well, you're not the only losers who can lie. Our losers can lie too. You got plenty of losers. Just slightly. So here's your loser, and here's our loser. Our loser is just slightly less of a loser than yours. Yeah, than yours. Our loser likes to drink beer. That's it. Yeah. So he's like, come on, pal. And then he's towering over him. He's like, oh, yeah, cool, thanks. And it's like that fucking, I threw it in the trash. But that jail pamphlet, and it's like on the cover, it's like, he's like looking up or some dog shit. And he's like looking up at the guy. He's like, yeah, I've never given up. Yeah, I'll never give up. Yeah. Same. It's the same fucking imagery. He's like, thanks. Yeah. My Nazi commandant. You're a really cool guy, Thanks, pal. Now, that's not as dark as it gets, because it actually gets much darker. And that is that little piece of shit is one of the fucking survivors of abuse who kind of got into it. Because that's a thing. That's a thing. He's been sexually abused from like the age of 8. And I don't even, can you please, Mr. Tapscott, tell this story? So, okay. He's been getting sexually abused from the age of 8, and he's actually he's like, oh, I don't see that. This is cool. This is all right. Yeah. I kind of like it. And now he's like bought in. Yeah, and he's like, yeah. How do you like that? How do you like jerking? Actually, just a bit lighter on the grip there. Thanks, Billy. That's him. And now he's they're putting him up as that's why they're pushing him forward, because he's the poster boy. Like, hey, you know what's cool? Having a sexual relationship with adult men when you're underage. That's cool, man. Because freedom. There's nothing wrong. It's perfectly natural. I turned out fine. Oh, the worst. And so now he's out there. He's like, I've graduated. I'm over 18 now. So now he's out there trying to bring up the next batch. Grooming the shit out of like, it's cool. Yeah, do you ever watch a gladiator film, Biddy? Oh, no pictures of a bird where he's going. Oh, disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. And and everyone's like, yeah, and he looks fucked. He looks like a creepy weirdo as well. It's like, yeah, like a fucking a toadfish or some dog shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, fucking. Ugh. Yeah, so Stranger Things. Fuck off and fuck you. No pictures of the bird where you're going. We'll find you. We already know where you are. We've got your location data. You fucking idiots. Yeah. No pictures of a bird You're going. You might meet an Aldous Harding. Hey, since you've expressed an interest in Aldous Harding, Carly, the blood god. I was saying yesterday, it's like, it's like, ding dong, hey. Fuck off, fuck. Yeah. So what you've done, because and it's like, I was going to catch up with you anyway. Yeah. You fucking idiots. Oh no. Oh dear. And it's exactly like, this isn't the end of, like, this isn't Raiders of the Lost Ark, by the way, but this is exactly like the end, where it's like, I am the Ark of the Covenant. That part's true. So the Nazis have discovered me, and now they've opened me up, and I've come out and ugh, Nazis, fuck. Yeah, that part's true. Yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah, so congratulations on finding the Ark of the Covenant. Hope it was as satisfying for you as it was for us. Oh dear. Now they're like, oh no. Yeah. Because that was, so that was the arc. So that's the point of, that was the whole point of Stranger Things. That's the arc of Stranger Things. The Upside Down, they unleash the Upside Down, and then all these monsters, and they have to fight all the monsters in the Upside Down. So the Upside Down is when, like, the Nazis seize control. Yeah, they have their, like, fucking Crystal Knight or whatever the fuck. Yeah, Nazis seize control, and then the monsters are the cool people. The Jews, that they have to, like quick, kill him. Yeah, that's Stranger Things. That's what they're saying. Like, the Upside Down is coming. The Upside Down is when we take over. And you need to fight. You need to fight the monsters in the Upside Down. And that's like, you need to go and kill fucking police and, like, whoever's resisting us. Whoever's resisting our pictures of a bird program. Yeah. The drug users. Yeah. The drug users. Family drug support meetings. Yeah. The SS. This is the SS operational. This is the SS recruiting. It's a recruitment video for the SS. By the way, Nintendo, J-Pol are currently on their way. They're going to kick your fucking door down. Yeah. It's all the gaming you've been doing. Yeah. Maybe you could try the Super Mario thing. It's like, bling, and, like, punch your way out. Like, boing, punch your way out of the fucking... yeah, and I was getting dog shit emails from fucking Nintendo as well, by the way, when I was on the street. They were they're part of it. Yeah. 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 Maybe you could. Well, I mean, you'll get your wish, because you will be going down a pipe. Like, that's the pipe that will be flushing you down. That's where you're going. You're going to get flushed. Thanks for playing, Nintendo. Says Bill Burr. Bill Burr said that. He's like, I said it. I got there first. Thanks for playing, Nintendo. Thanks for playing. You're watching No Pictures About a podcast by Mr Tapscott. I'm Mr Tapscott. Rod says, you should put the kettle on. That's a good idea, man.
Let's start on. Let's have on.
All right. Now that we're 2 hours in, let's talk about ANZACs. Yeah, okay, we'll do that first. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll phase across. We'll phase across from dog shit to dog shit ANZACs to just straight cool guy ANZACs, right? We'll go that way. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. So the Australian War Memorial. Yeah, let's do a bit of background. So this is what it looks like. Oh, of course, it's a fucking hotel. It's a big building in Canberra. Has very significant meaning to the ANZAC legend and the diggers and the Aussie spirit of being smart and not giving up and not letting fucking retarded pictures of bird losers insult your intelligence. Yeah, because many people know, for our international audience, the ANZAC legend specifically mentions Mud and Blood and Tears. That was one of the songs I was singing on the streets of Perth when I was like just walking around doing pictures of a bird and going crazy. Fuck, what is this? Yeah. And the ANZAC legend specifically mentions Mud and Blood and Tears. What is the ANZAC legend about anyway? If it's not about those three things, because I'm pretty, isn't that Mud, Blood and Tears? That's all they talk about. That's like John Schumann. You're a good songwriter and stuff, but I don't. No, and now he's saying like, no, it's true, because that's just the incorrect interpretation. So it's not the story of the Anzacs. It's the guy. It's the legend from it's the Anzac who was a legend, and he didn't talk about it. Yeah, it's like they don't talk about the Mud and Blood Tears. They just go, oh, when they did a thing. Yeah. Anyway. But he was like, nah, satirize away, my friend. He's like, yeah, it's all yours, bro. Because fuck him. Yeah, they're trying to like, no, it's not. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know what's cool? Going to war. It's like, no, nah, you're a fucking spastic. It's just like a video game. You like video games, right, Billy? Yeah. I'm sorry for talking a little bit. Yeah, so for our international audience, so the story basically is Australia. Australia's a series of colonies starting from 1788. I'm not even going to bother with the fucking change the date or any of that shit, because like that whole thing, all of that change the date shit was Nazi propaganda, all of that. Yeah. And now I'm hearing many people, I fucking knew it. Yeah, Geordie's figured it out. Yeah. It's all a big Nazi propaganda distraction campaign. And also like a parking ticket device. So it's like, well, I don't like your opinion on change the date. You said something controversial, so now I'm getting you fired. HR, yeah. He said something about change the date. So you're out. Yeah, you're out of here. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah. Ooh, bye. You started one more. History. Yeah. Okay. It was formed. Okay. Yeah. It was formed straight away. Straight after the First World War. So Australia started as a colony in 1788. It was like a series of colonies, like New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, South Australia, and then WA. And then you got Tassie as well. And then we federated at the turn of the last century. So 1900, we federated. We became one nation. Not one nation, the political party. But we became like a singular federated nation, Commonwealth nation. So like still a constitutional monarchy. And then, but we were still we considered ourselves to be very British. Yeah, and racist as fuck as well, by the way. Yeah, like, yeah, I'm all fucking, yeah. Racist, like, just wrote, it's like, oh, yeah, tearing up. Yeah, the whole the Constitution, the Australian Constitution is built on the notion that Australia was vacant land when the white people got here. It's like, it was tearing earlier. It's like, no, I was here. But it's like, excuse me. We're here. Who said that? Black guy. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, that was very 19th century thinking, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, they're like, well, you're going to help us. You're going to help win it back for us. So fuck it. Yeah. No, it's not your fault. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so we became one country. We were very British, and we were part of the Commonwealth. So we're still like Commonwealth forces. So if England got in a fight, we were also in a fight, and we wanted to be in a fight. There was like war fervor. It's like, yeah, no, we would go over there and kick their asses, man. Yeah, fuck yeah. Like break them around and shit, like fighting in the Boer War. And then we fought in the First World War, and that turned out that was the fucking wake up call, which is like, no, it's not a cool, fun game. It's not Boy Scouts. It's wave after wave, sending wave after wave of young men to their deaths because someone fucked up. Someone didn't set their watch properly or something like that. That's all like friendly fire incidences, like with artillery barrages on fucking Kiwis. Just like, well, just shoot at them. It's like, who are they? Are they ours or theirs? Like, either way, who cares? Like, yeah, what? Yeah, dog shit. Yeah, so Gallipoli, Turkey, yeah, by the way. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, we agree. Yeah, we all agree with that. Gallipoli is dog shit. That was dog shit. That should not have happened ever. Yeah, that was fucked. Yeah. And so fuck you, Nazis, because that's what you tried to latch onto. It's like, yeah, Gallipoli, cobbers. You know, don't you want to relive the glory of Gallipoli? It's like, no, you fucking morons. No, that's a lesson not to. That's what we don't want to repeat. It's like, yeah, let's invade China. Yeah, we'll invade China. Anyway. So, with that in mind, they're like, well, we should keep a record so we don't forget. We don't make retarded decisions like that again. So we'll start keeping records. And then obviously, like, so there's a lot of emotion tied to that Anzac. So Anzac Day, 25th of April. I'm born on the 24th of April. SJ, 23rd. Daz, 22nd. Pete Hegseth, fun fact, is born on D-Day. He was born on June 6th, 1980. He's born on D-Day. Yeah. True story. Look it up. Yeah. Luke Callahan was born on the 26th, by the way. Pembroke. So, what does that tell you? Anyway. So there's a lot of emotion tied to that. And it can get pretty complicated. It's a pretty complex issue. But that's why Anzac Day is the 25th of April, because that's the day that Australia did something retarded and invaded Turkey. And again, like, completely underestimated what a local population will do to fight off an invader. Like, if you try and invade a sovereign territory, the locals will fight you. Like, they'll fight you, like shoot you in the head until you die, and or go away. Like, whichever one comes first. Yeah. And they did. They did. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Anyway, so that's where the war memorial began. And then obviously World War II, and then that was more pressing for the Australians. That was like, and the Australians like, yeah. So my great grandfather, Chris Tapscott's grandfather, served in the Somme. Like, he didn't fight in Gallipoli, but he served in I think he served in Palestine, and also at the Somme. He was wounded twice at the Somme, and then he was shot through the legs with a machine gun. And then they patched him up. He was lucky with his wounds. Like, because the bullet just basically went straight through his leg, just went like straight through the fleshy part. So he didn't bleed out or anything. It was a clean wound, like didn't smash through a bone or anything like that. And so he, but then he like just ended up like he was just in the mud. Like, he was in no man's land for 24 hours. And then they went like blew the whistle or whatever, and went like, all right, cool, like, you know, go get you wounded or whatever, break for wounded, you know. So they went and picked him up, pulled him back, patched him up, sent him back in, and then he got mustard gassed and like, all right, well that's it, you're out. Yeah, okay, you can go home now. Yeah. And so that, and France is saying now, it's like, yeah, we've heard about that now. Yeah, we found that out. We won't forget it. Thanks, France. Yeah. Yeah. So that one was, because that was a little bit controversial for Australia. It's like, why are we fighting over there? You know, when we were over here. And it's like, oh, yeah, it was a bit complicated. I won't go into all the ins and outs right now. But France is saying they really appreciate it. So cool. Thank you. Yeah. And then the Second World War, that was a bit more, that was closer to home. So we got involved there when the Japanese, like, and everyone was like, oh, nah, the Japs won't fucking. Japs. They can't fly and they can't shoot. They've got squinty eyes. They can't even see properly, bro. They won't take Singapore's impregnable. You can't beat Singapore. You can't take Singapore. You just can't do it. And then the Philippines. You can't beat the Philippines. MacArthur's there. MacArthur's unbeatable. He's like a god. You can't beat MacArthur. They just went like, nah, how about this? Just rolled straight down the fucking peninsula, yeah. And fun fact, the way they took out Singapore is because they rode push bikes. Yeah, they used the technology of the push bike. So maybe I'm like speaking a bit too soon. I'm like, oh, this worked for Japan in the past where they've rolled in with nothing more than push bikes. But I guess they had guns that time. But yeah, like, so maybe they're pictures of a bird skiing. Oh no, they're pictures of a bird skiing. Will work after all. Yeah. No, now Ben Roberts says, we figured it out. It's just use a stick, like, kunk, like, yeah, exactly, bro. Thwarted. Oh, my technology. Yeah. It's the Stinger missile. It's the Stinger missile of the cycling war, or the cycle war. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, because they rode push bikes. So the British were like fucking spastic, the Nazi British basically. Yeah, the Royal Navy. Oh no, the Royal Navy in Singapore can't be defeated. Everyone knows Singapore's impregnable. Couldn't possibly defeat our defenses. So what if they attack from land? It's like, but no, the Japanese. That's a lot of walking to do. They can't walk very far. They've got sandals. They wear dresses. Yeah, like getting all these reports, like, you know, they're 3 days march from Singapore, right? You get that. And they've fucking capped all these other places. They're on a roll. What do you reckon? Should we stop? No, 3 days march, that's plenty of time. I'll have another cup of tea. Should we start another game of bridge? Yeah, and then fucking, yeah, they didn't click. That they were riding bikes, and so they weren't 3 days march at all. It was closer to 1 day's march. And so I was like, oh, fuck, they're here. They just got rolled. They got rolled. But they did get rolled. But at the same time, they had like insiders there who were just like, oh, maybe we're kind of like, you know, the British. They're kings all the way over there. We don't really give two shits about the fucking British crown. However, the Emperor of Japan is pretty close to us. So maybe we're going to get a better. Maybe we'll get a better deal with him than we will with the Brits. And also, they had Nazis there because they've got a long proud tradition. East India Trading Company has been in there for fucking. The Dutch East India Trading Company has been in there, and their whole thing was slaves, and so they're Nazi as fuck as well. So they're in there going, like, wow, Japan, you know, wow, maybe they're all right. Like, the Emperor of Japan, he's partial to slavery. We could do slavery stuff. We could just do slavery stuff. If Japan were in charge here, we could do slavery stuff. Yeah. Big money in slaves. Big money. Anyway. So they kind of had the local population wasn't that. There wasn't much of a resistance. Once they got there, they were just like, "Cool, thanks, we'll take it from here." And then that was a big turning point because then Australia shit its pants with good cause. Because they started from there. They could attack Australia. Like they seized a whole bunch of other territory and shit like that, Borneo, and then from there they could attack Australia. There were submarine attacks. They had submarines in Sydney Harbour. They had they were firing shots that just like ran at the fucking Vaucluse for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what they were trying to hit. Just houses. All right, thanks. Fucking spastics. Anyway, and they were fucking bombing Darwin, and they were actually like their air power was like the best in the world at that point, and they were fucking kicking our ass. Yeah, they were giving Darwin a real run for its money. And so we had to get our actual Australian, the AIF, the Australian Infantry, our main army, the Australian Imperial Forces or something. We're in the Middle East. I was actually going to talk about that, fighting in Alamein. But I was telling you, how did I start talking about this shit? I'm supposed to be talking about the War Memorial. Fucking hell, Ben Roberts-Smith. Not you, Bill Burr. Not you, Bill Burr. Wake up, you baby. He's like, I'm busy, mate. I don't give a shit. Yeah, all right, excellent. All right. Anyway, so Australia was getting rolled. We had more of a motivation this time because we had to get fucking forces up there because they were fucking about to kick our ass. They were openly attacking Australia, and no, we didn't want no Japs here because we're racist, white Australia, etc. And they were dog shit. Like, they were fucking pricks. Yeah, we were getting reports about what they were actually doing over there. We didn't realize it was way worse because we were hearing about what they did to all the Americans they captured. So when they rolled the Philippines, they captured a shit ton of Americans. There was the Bataan Death March, and they were like just strafing civilian ships and stuff like that, like just doing absolute dog shit stuff. Yeah, but more about that later. So right now, we're talking about the War Memorial. And so that's where Lindsay Shannon gets involved. He didn't fight in Kokoda. So the first diggers that went over there to fight in Kokoda were actually militia forces because at that time, and this is the law that we're using now, by the way, pictures of a bird to fuck you up. At that time, Papua New Guinea was a territory of Australia, and so we could send a homegrown militia force to defend it. It's part of there's a paragraph in the Constitution that says self-defense. Like you can send locally raised militia to defend Australian territory. Yeah, and that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. And so they just went around. They literally press gang people that are driving around the street. Go, what are you doing? Like, what? I mean, nah, you're in the army. Oh, fuck. Japs are coming, bro. You got to fight them. You got to fight them. So they went up there. They were poorly trained, but they did what they could. They actually won. They actually beat back the fucking Japs. They beat them. They beat the Japanese at Kokoda, which was hectic at the time because Japan hadn't been beaten. That was the first defeat inflicted upon the Japanese throughout the entire war. Australia got their first to do it. Number one. That was us. That's number one. Chris Cappy is like, yes. Yeah. Okay. And so, we've got the War Memorial there. So that's where Lindsay Shannon comes into it. So he's in the second wave. So once we beat them back at Kokoda, but then obviously the fight wasn't over. We had to keep pushing them back, right? Had to keep fucking pushing them back. And so he was in that second wave. So after we they came in, they tried to take Port Moresby via the Kokoda track, which I'll explain more about. Australia repelled them and then started pushing them back. And then Lindsay Shannon, my grandfather, he went in Port Moresby. No, he went in up the top and started he was in the part of the counterattack. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, And then also my uncle, my dad's uncle, my Nana T's brother, Bill Tapscott, he was in the second 27th as well. He fought later in Borneo. And it can now be revealed. Here's a revelation. The Bill Tapscott, brother of Dorothy Tapscott, is in fact none other than Kitty Callahan. G'day, cunt. How you going? Fuck you, Chris Tapscott. Yeah. Your Uncle Bill's gonna fucking kick your ass, cunt. Like, yeah. And actually saying Bill, that's a shout out to you. You calling him Bill. Yeah. It's like, yeah, Bill. That's a cool name. Bill Burr, cool guy. I'll borrow his name to appear on Earth as Mr. Tapscott's great uncle. Yeah. And Tyra Bennett is Dorothy Tapscott. That's Nana T, Jesse Wilmot. That's Nana T, is Tyra Bennett. that's an angel sent by Tyra Bennett. She's like, how the fuck does that work? I don't know. It works, apparently. Yeah, it's a thing. It's the same way, like Princess Diana was Sylvia Jeffries. That's goddess Sylvia Jeffries appearing on Earth as an angel. And she still had like William and Harry. She had William and Harry. You can do that, yeah. But it's just like, yeah, it's just like the fucking, what's going on is it's the space magic in the brain. Like the body is different, but the space magic in the brain, like, it's like that one, it's just one entity. Like we can do that, yeah. More to be revealed on that later. But for now, yeah, that's big revelation. Bill Tapscott, 2nd 27th Infantry Division, fighting in Borneo. That's Kitty Callahan. That's Jesus Christ. Yeah. And Dorothy Tapscott. Yeah, Dorothy Tapscott, Nana T, to myself and Jesse Wilmot. That's Tyra Bennett. And Uncle Vera, Arnie Vera. That's Sylvia Jeffries too. Yeah, because they sort of did it backwards. They're like, oh, Mr. Tapscott is going to be a thing. Let's dip in there, Kitty. We'll get in there to make sure that Mr. Tapscott, Chris Tapscott, doesn't fuck it up too badly for Mr. Tapscott. Yeah. So they were kind of there to like sort of like, yeah. So they kind of like, they realized that was me and they were like, well, let's dip in. They dipped in. They inserted themselves in the past and then like, yeah, they can do it. Yep. Anyway. So that's where Lindsay Shannon was fighting. Now, so knowing that I've just revealed, I've got family members who fought. And we do have an Australian War Memorial. So I'm just going to do one thing super quickly. Okay, so this is the Australian War Memorial website. Okay. So, William Tapscott. We're upgrading our collection system. How convenient. So you can't find out who the ANZACs are. Australian War Memorial, huh? A little bit black and white logo there. It's a bit flat, right? It's a bit black and white. But you know, they do stuff there. You know, it's a recognizable brand, the Australian War Memorial, because it's been around for 100 years. And you know, everyone gets behind the fucking diggers because you have to, because you're ANZAC, because you're an Aussie, right, mate? Right, mate? You're an ANZAC, right, mate? Yeah. So they do stuff there. Yeah, they can leverage their brand into anything. They can do merch. They can do events. They can get funding for renovations, you know. They can travel internationally. They can liaise with other war memorials. They can take trips. They can go to fucking Washington, D.C. if they want. They can go to Switzerland if they want. They can go to the Cayman Islands if they want. Yeah, taxpayer funded. Yeah. But They're taxpayers, so why do you care? They're taxpayers as well. It's their tax dollars too. So fuck you. Stop asking so many questions. You don't know. You don't ask questions about the diggers, are you? Who knows? Maybe a pokey. Maybe there'll be pokies there. Yeah, says Lindsay Shannon. That was the Lindsay Shannon joke. He says, "Who knows? Maybe there'll be pokies there next year. Who's to say? They'll put the pokies in there soon enough, just like they did the fucking RSLs, right?" He's like, yeah. Hang on. Okay, they do art prizes. That's cool. Nice and black and white there. That's cool. Everyone likes black and white. It's pretty nice and basic color scheme. That's cool. Everyone likes art. Ooh. The fuck is that? Fucking cave troll or something. He's cool. Anyway. So they've been running an art prize for a few years now. All right. 2019. War chests. Donations. Yeah. Come and visit us. Are you a fucking death squad in training? Yeah. No, I'm not saying they are. They look like they could be, though, because that's what the Nazi death squads look like. So you have to have a kids. You're a militia force. Yeah, where is it? That's not one. Oh. Where's the one I saw? It was like a real shit one. That's quite obviously a fucking picture of a bird. Yeah. Deathbin is a counter monument to the strong, upright imagery often conveyed in the Australian War Memorial. Oh, you fucking spastic. Counter monument, yeah. Do you think ANZACs are actually weak? At my height and Andrew's weight, Deathbin embodies the burden placed on veterans and their families that ask bureaucratic institutions to care for the people they say they will. Yeah, increase NDIS spending. That's what it says. Yeah. I swear I saw one that was like a picture. It was fucking obviously a picture of a bird. Yeah. Your woman tells you what to do. Annika. Annika. Oh, there's that Waratah logo. The leaders. Oh, fuck off. The leaders. Yeah. Yeah. The SS Nazi. Gestapo secret police leaders. Pictures of a bird. Leadership team. There's Waratah there. The art scene leaking in through the fucking art scene. The fucking Nazis are in the fucking Australian War Memorial, siphoning out the funding, fucking around with the monuments, being total dog shit. They've been infiltrated. Yeah. Anyway, there's the dog shit. There's the dog shit crossover. Headline: Australian War Memorial is dog shit. It's been infiltrated by SS and Gestapo. Pictures of a bird, pieces of shit, who put that art prize in there just to fucking sneak their dog shit ideology and propaganda in there. Now, I've got some bad news for you, though, Australian War Memorial, because you've got pictures of birds. But we've got guns. So right now that we've taken care of we've cleaned out the parliament, which was dog shit. Right now, right this very minute. Here comes the SAS. They've got a few, yeah, they've got some feedback. They just want to make a few changes. They've got a few suggestions to make about the SAS display there. You got there. You know. Here they come. They're watching them. Oh, fuck. Yeah, here they come. Use your dog shit fan. That'll protect you. That's the same as body armor, right? You know how to use an M4 carbine. Surely. Why don't you shoot back at it? Where's your M4? Where's your M4 carbine? You don't. No body armor. No M4. Well. No pictures of a bird where you're going, you fucking spastics. We don't, yeah, it's like, we'll wheedle it out from the inside. Yeah, okay. Well, we've got scalpel. Yeah, all right. We've got a scalpel. It's time for some surgery. Maybe a bit of radiotherapy. What do you reckon, Ben? He's like, yeah, we've got those too. Yeah. No pictures of a bird where you're going. Enjoy. Fucking enjoy. Okay, so now we can transition across to the cool stuff. All right. So when I was doing a bit of research, I was trying to find more information on Lindsay Shannon, trying to find information about Bill Tapscott, because he served as well. He's the second 27th. So Lindsay Shannon was in the 27th. Bill Tapscott was in the second 27th. So he went in there afterwards. That's why Lindsay Shannon fought in Papua New Guinea, but Bill Tapscott fought in Borneo, because it was like they sent them and he was in like the second wave. Yeah, but yeah. So that's going to be important later. German warships attacked. Why can't I scroll down? Okay, I'm now being informed. Oh, no, there. German warships attacked by Royal Navy. That's going to be important later. They're talking about Russia. Yeah. So the point of this communication is like, the reason I'm presenting this is because September 11th, by the way, that's number one. The long and proud tradition that the nations of Russia, the nations of Poland, the nations of Australia, and the nations of Britain will always band together to fight you fucking Nazi dogshit scumbags, and we've been doing it for nearly 100 years, or over 100 years. So, what do you think? We're just gonna make a couple of calls. That's all it took. It's like, yeah, remember how we fought the Nazis? Like, yeah, we might have to do it. So, okay, done. Done. Yeah, okay, yeah. The Germans, yeah, this is the dog shit. Yeah, the Germans have threatened Leningrad with bombing atrocities on a parallel to those of Warsaw, and that's why the Polish military are with us. It is thought possible if a frontal attack fails, the Germans may use parachute troops in large numbers, dropping them behind defenses. A state of emergency has been declared in Norway. Theatres, restaurants, yeah. So a state of emergency has been declared in Norway. So what was actually happening there is Norway was just like, oh yeah, cool. Like, we'll pretend they're taking over, but we want them. We're just opening the doors for them. Yeah, we just want them in. And then they're like, they use that as an excuse to close theatres, restaurants. Yeah, theatres and restaurants will be closed at night. Alcoholic drinks forbidden. Sounds familiar, right? Yeah. Dancing not allowed, and a curfew is set. All transport except railway has been stopped, and a cordon of German troops surrounds the city. So they made it look like they made a super half-assed effort to say, oh, no, the Germans are here. But really, they just wanted the excuse to shut everything down, to shut the bars, ban alcohol, like all that the Nazi dream, where it's like any fun is banned. Because they set up a scenario where if you step out of line, they can come in, enslave you, and it's like, well, okay, we've caught you drinking a beer. That's an $8,000 fine. And it's like, well, I'm unemployed. You've shut down the economy. It's like, okay, well, you're going to have to work off the debt. We've got fucking coal mines and shit in Russia that we need you to go to. Right? So, yeah, you just go there until you work off the debt. We'll pay you like 50 cents a day. Yeah, that's their plan. That's how it works. That's the Nazi dream. Yeah. Why do they keep the railways open? So they could do that. Yeah. So they could ship in and out, ship the Jews out, and ship in the Nazis to start ransacking, basically. That's why they did that. Fucking dogs. And that's why in Australia, they tried it. They're like, oh, alcohol, don't drink alcohol. Don't go to the pub. You get on the gears, Nick Tapscott. Yeah. Yeah, first British naval engagement in support of the Russians was announced yesterday. Allied forces smashed German warships, conveying supplies to the Germans in the far north. 4 enemy ships were sunk, including a light cruiser, a destroyer, an armed trawler, and another vessel. The British forces suffered no casualties. 7 other enemy ships attacked, 1 off Norway, 1 in the Channel, and others in the Mediterranean. Yeah, so the point of that is to say, yeah, you fucking spastics. The British Navy and the Russian Navy have been working together for years, hundreds of years. They'll band together to fight Nazis. Yeah, and attack shipping. And that's what we're doing. We're still doing that. We're still doing that today. That's what it is. It's British technology fighting Nazis in Russia. Again. Because it's like, all right, we'll do that again. Done. American tanks have arrived in Australia, so that's happening right now, by the way. Announced by Army Minister Mr Spender today, he added that such deliveries would be made at regular intervals from now. These tanks are from part of the new Australian Armoured Division, Major General Air Corps. Yeah, okay. There was a line in there. There was a paragraph in there about Poland. Like, in a test of Russian reports, stubborn fighting on the whole front, but the Soviet spokesman following the Russian video. Yeah, I'll just read the whole thing. In the first, in the in-test Russian communique repents the usual cautious statement of stubborn fighting along the whole of the front. But the Soviet spokesman has stated that following the Russian victory in the central sector, the offensive will increase in volume as time passes by. This is the first time that the word offensive has been used in these communiques. The operations are described as being big Russian success. The smashing of 8 German divisions was no mean achievement. It was more than a local success and has had repercussions all along the front. Recent fighting has been on a scale never known in history. The whole of the central sector is aptly described as a mining machine. Yeah. Is that what it says? A minnowing machine. The Germans admit their troops have been engaged in heavy fighting against superior forces. It's not quite clear if many of the messages so far received all refer to the area around Smolensk, but it is clear that the German forces around Gomel, halfway between Smolensk and Kiev, have been a resounding blow to the Russians, have been hitting back with fierce counterattacks, smashing German mechanized and infantry forces, taking an additional 47 guns and much equipment. Thousands of German dead are on the battlefield. A Moscow paper reports that German tanks are being pursued. The Russian forces have been practically driving the German forces off the field. Are reported to have destroyed 300 German tanks, and their casualties border on the 80,000 mark. This serious setback will probably prevent the Germans from swinging southward towards Kiev. In another attempt to cross the Dnieper River, the Germans lost 4,000 drowned and 238 and 50 planes. Fucking hell. 4,000 drowned. Unbelievable. Okay, so yeah. Someone tell Bill Burr is gay. I swear there was a line in there about like Polish forces. Oh, anyway. Yeah, so that's the headline. The British Navy and the Russian Navy are now working together to fight Norway, because we've done it before and we'll do it again. We're doing it right now. British Navy and the Russian Navy have teamed up. They've both gone through all their forces because the British Navy was dog shit. Quietly in the background, King Charles has been like doing this thing. It's like, okay, fuckwit, not a fuckwit, decam, you're out. Like, yeah. And now he's gone through. He's executed. Like, he's like, all right, I know who's cool and who's not cool. Get the fuck out. Yeah, the Navy in particular in the UK was cooked. And Vladimir Putin, in a very Vladimir Putin way, has gone through and done the same thing in Russia, because he realizes that he had a Nazi infestation, and so he's got his forces that he trusts now, and especially particularly naval forces. And right now they're blockading Norway. So suck my dick, Norway, you fucking faggots. Show us your longboats now, you bitches. We've got submarines. We've got nuclear subs. Can't fight those with a picture of a bird. Can you? Use your dog shit found on them. That'll work. What do you mean, brah? Don't you want to have some bread? All good, 5. We could just shoot you. I mean, I'd rather just shoot you. All good, me brah. Yeah, foreheads on foreheads. Thank you, John Cena. Yeah. My tattoo on my face didn't protect me. No, it won't. It never would have. You fucking spastic loser dogs. But it's not a warship. It's just a civilian ship with radars on it. Yeah, well, we're going to shoot it anyway. Fucking dickheads. Idiots. So, there you go. Thanks, the Newt. Now, let's talk about this legend. Okay. This is Lindsay Shannon. John Lindsay Shannon. Everyone called him Lynn. That's Victor Harbour. That's my hometown there. Yeah. That particular vantage point is covered up now. It's got construction. It's got dog shit, Nazi, undrungeter, money laundering construction there, and you wouldn't be able to stand there and take that photo today. Wouldn't work. Because it's all like fenced off and like fucking huge digging machines are there. Yeah. Anyway, that's him. That's a pretty good portrait of him. Yeah, he's happy with that representation. You may recognize the ears. We both got the same ears. Yeah. Died in 92. I was 12 years old. I knew him. Like, yeah, but he was very reserved. He was a very reserved, kind of shy guy. But he did have PTSD. But I'll go into why that is in a minute. But like, yeah, it's not necessarily what you expect. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much he was a world hero. Yeah. Mentioned in dispatches. He enlisted when he was pretty young. He joined up. He didn't get press ganged or anything like that. Like, he voluntarily went. He's like, well, fuck that. You can't be enslaved, basically. He's like, fuck the Japs, fuck that. And he heard about the atrocities, heard about the Nazi stuff. And this is kind of important. Yeah. Lynn was working for the Harbours Board when he enlisted in the second AIF. The second AIF in 1941, August 41. He had previously served with the militia's 27th Battalion. Scottish Regiment, South Australian Scottish Regiment. Yeah. So that's why His Majesty King Charles III. He's like, yeah, no, fucking Shannon's Victor Harbour. Yeah. He knows. They know. They remember. Yeah. They've been, the Shannon's Victor Harbour, Scottish originally. They've been fighting fucking Nazis for as long as King Charles has. Yeah. And they still are to this very day. Hello. Fuck you. Yeah. And so he shipped over there. Local boy in stiff fight against the Japs. Bill, not that type of stiff. Yeah. In a recent capture of Japanese key point in Alamein by a band of AIF troops, whose exploits in the Middle East and New Guinea have won the admiration of all. These 5 men added further laurels to their already envious record. A war correspondent describing their achievements said they had been through endless days and nights of hell with meager rations, perpetually wet clothes, and not even a chance to wash. They were an unshaven, unwashed band of heroes. If there are any better troops in the world, show them to me, said Captain H.L. Laver, who led the men in the successful attack and directed their beating off of the Japanese counterattacks. Victor Harbour people will be proud to learn that one of our boys, Private Lindsay Shannon, son of Mr. and Mrs. Josh Shannon of Encounter Bay, was among those singled out for special mentions in the capture of the Ridge. Private Shannon and a handful of mates were the first to take up the forward post well exposed to enemy fire. They fought for 48 hours without pause. In one night attack, the Japanese came within 15 yards of their post, but although overwhelmingly outnumbered, they beat them off with Bren guns, grenades, and rifles. They had 1 bottle of water each a day and little food throughout the night. Yeah. So that's just one of the things he did, because he's been mentioned in dispatches a bunch of times. But that's just one of them. So to give you a bit of an idea, we'll get rid of that trash. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. We'll keep that. And we'll keep that. And all right. So. That's the town that he captured. The Battle of Kokoda. So that's Kokoda there. So basically, the Japanese had landed there. They established beachheads at Gona and Buna. Crossed the Kokoda track goes between Port Moresby and those 2 beaches, and they were trying to cross that ridge there at Kokoda. That's where the Australians stopped them. And then they pushed them back, and they pushed them back all the way up to here, and then that's where Lynn Shannon was fighting them. So he fought here. He was fighting here. He went to that. He fought through that high school. They were in that high school there, and he actually fought through it. Yeah. And that primary school. Yeah. So they were there. They landed there, and then had to fight along this coastline to there. And then that's where he got his PTSD from, because that's him. Yeah, I'll click on it for you. Yeah. So he's here right now. I'm talking to him about it. No pictures, unfortunately. Anyway, that's okay. It looks like that, basically. Yeah. Yeah, and that is where he got his PTSD. Because of what he found there. So the combat didn't give him PTSD. He was a natural fighter. He was a natural. Yeah. He's like, sick. Never felt more at home than with a rifle in his hand, he says. Yeah, and deleting Japs was his favorite thing. He's like, yeah, this is like fishing but better. This is sick. Yeah. But when they captured that village, what they found there, the atrocities that the Japanese had committed at Asim, haunted him for the rest of his life. He never got over it. He just couldn't. Because what they were doing, they ran out of supplies. Yeah, they ran out of supplies though. The Japanese did, yeah, because they were douchebags. And yeah, they're Nazis, right? So they're just like, oh, fuck it. Like, you go in there. Who cares about the soldiers? Like, what are the soldiers going to eat? It's like, exactly what they did to me. It's like, where's Mr. Okay, so you want Mr. Tapscott to go to Canberra? Where's he going to sleep? What's he going to eat? It's like, well, that's not our problem. Yeah, they did the same thing to the Japanese. The Japanese did the same thing to their own troops. And what they'd done is convince them as well that the local population weren't human, and therefore eating them was fair game. Yeah, it's like they're not human, so you can eat them. It's fine. It's not cannibalism. So what Lindsay Shannon found and the other ANZACs found were bodies still in the pots, and they were boiling them alive because they had this, and it was just like a sick torture thing as well. Yeah, it was fucked up. It was fucked up. Now, boiling alive. Many of you may have seen this show, Shogun. And that is detailed. The first episode. That's like death by boiling. There you go. We can click on that. Death by boiling is a method of execution in which a person is killed by being immersed in boiling liquid. Historical practice. Used in Europe, Asia, Japan. Yeah. 16th century Japan. The semi-legendary Japanese bandit and his son were boiled alive in the 1590s by Hideyoshi. In 1675, Sikh martyr was boiled to death. Anyway, the point is, yeah. So that's why he's pissed. Yeah, so anyway, if you watch the TV show Shogun, they do that in the first episode. They boil someone alive. Yeah. So this is Shogun. It's Japanese propaganda. This is fucking Emperor Naruhito. This is Emperor Naruhito's fucking propaganda. Yeah. Naruhito put this scene in. He's like, put that in. Yeah, make sure that gets in there. Yeah. Because he was planning to do it. He was planning to start executing people by boiling them alive. And that's what Lindsay Shannon witnessed. Because when they rolled into that village, that's what they'd been doing. And then they're like, well, if they're not human, we've been boiling them alive. Why waste the meat, right? Yeah. Why waste the meat? So they were eating, yeah. Yeah. And Lindsay Shannon never recovered, and many of his comrades never recovered either. Yeah. It was horrifying. And so that's why he's like, nah, you can't. These fucking spastics. That made his ghost extremely angry. When the death squads. Japanese death squads on the streets of Sydney. Japanese death squads in the RSL. Using the RSL as a base in Sydney. And he's like, what the fuck did I go over there for then? He's going to let him wander around. Fuck that. Because that's what they're capable of. Yeah. That's that culture. Like, yeah, that's what Naruhito, he wanted to bring that shit back. Fucking cocksucker. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. So yeah. Now, as I mentioned just then, the Kokoda, the victory at Kokoda, was the first defeat inflicted on the Imperial Japanese army. Yeah, so all of this shit, yeah, like fucking, yeah, that Japanese death squad, this literal Japanese death squad, was here, was instructed to boil people alive. This shit in Australia today, like I picked this up when yesterday, the day before, yeah. Dog shit. Fuck. Fuck. Motherfuckers. Anyway. Yeah, fuck you, Japan. Like Naruhito. Yeah. I know like 99.99% of Japanese people are lovely and are like, I can't fucking. Look, we're complicit as well. Australia is complicit. We've got Australian cocksuckers here as well. They were helping. Like, yeah, we've got Australian traders. And that's why the traders were like, no. If you're, and that's why Lindsay Shannon is so appalled, because my mum was a Nazi. She was helping them. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, my daughter was on the side of the Japs. Whether it's stupidity or she's done it on purpose, either way, no, if you fuck up that badly, you are gone. You are fucking gone. And he's saying like, yeah, if he found that out, like, yeah. If you collaborate, if you're a collaborator with that scum. You're collaborating with that scum. You're fucking gone. No pictures of the bird where you were going, motherfuckers. You might have made a friend with no name, but yeah, you might have noticed. One of the things I clicked on was a Sikh. Fucking, they boiled in feudal Japan. They boiled alive a Sikh martyr. Now, what I'm being told by Nicole Hegarty was that was an angel sent by Nicole Hegarty to take one for the team. So that when that particular spastic, it was a fucking sting basically. So when that particular spastic arrived in the afterlife, not long after that, Nicole Hegarty would be there. So I was like, so I hear you like boiling people alive. How many people have you boiled alive? A couple of thousand. Okay, well, guess what's happening to you? Guess what's happening to you? Yeah. Yeah. So suction. Yeah. Anyway, don't fuck around with Hegarty. She'll fuck, yeah. Probably any of us. No, all of us. All of us. Yeah, don't fuck around. Anyway. Fuck. Unbelievable. Anyway, that was the first defeat inflicted on the Imperial Japanese forces, was the Australians at Kokoda. The second one, and the first defeat inflicted on the Nazis, was the Australians at Alamein. Yeah. Yeah. Second Battle of Alamein was a crucial Allied victory against German Field Marshal Rommel, preventing Axis control of Egypt, the Suez Canal, and the Middle East. Commanders, British General Montgomery led the 8th Army against Rommel's forces, with Australian troops playing a key role. Impact. Winston Churchill famously stated that before El Alamein, the Allies had not known victory, and after, they had not known defeat. That's true. Okay. Panzer Corps. Yeah, all right, so this was... November 11th, 1942. Yeah. Yeah, they managed to beat back the Panzers. And guess which fucking strategy they used to do that? Come right on in. Why don't you come right on in? And then I was yeah. And like, shoot him in the back. They let him in. They let him in. It's like, oh, come right on in. Like, this is easy. Yeah, cool. Suck shit, you fucking spastics. We've done it to you again. You fell for it again. We're onto your pictures of a bird scheme. You're just going to mark yourselves for us. Like, oh, cool. And then I'll just walk around casually. It's like, all right, so, yeah, pictures of a bird. Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Thanks. We'll be in touch. Yeah. You're watching No Pictures of a Bird podcast by Mr Tapscott. Okay, but there was also a very important battle, and that was the Battle of Tobruk. Because they're under siege, basically. The Australians and the Kiwis were under siege. The ANZACs. And they just couldn't shake them. They just couldn't get rid of them. That's the British Navy there. The Tobruk Ferry naval route. Yeah. The German broadcaster Lord Haw called them rats trapped in their holes. Soldiers adapted their name proudly, signifying their tenacious survival. Now, that's kind of important because, and always Sunny, you know what I'm talking about. One of the criticisms of one of the things I was saying about Mr. Tapscott was calling him a rat. It's like, you're a rat. Yeah, you're a risky rat. That was CIA propaganda. And that's what that's actually. Oh, that's where I saw it. Okay. Yeah, units involved. Australians, but also British, Indian, Polish troops. So yeah, Australians and that's why. Yeah, legacy. The experience created a strong bond, especially with the Polish troops, leading to lasting associations and memorials in Australia. And that's why. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, they're like, oh, you're a rat, you're a risky rat. And some dumb bitch, some dumb fucking dog shit email bitch. When I saw the ghost possum, when I went for the spooky walk to the Manly with Otis Harding, and that dumb bitch has been gone. Yeah. There was a possum on the path, and it was glowing. It was a ghost possum. Yeah. And as I was approaching, this Zertzism fucking cunt was hanging out near my apartment, waiting for me to come out so she could go, oh, there's a rat down there. You're a rat. That's what she was actually referring to. They said, call him a rat. Yeah. So it's like Nazi high commands, like, you the rats. Because rats are Tobruk. Malcolm was a tunnel rat. And so the Aussies went like, yeah, rats, fucking sick. Yeah, we are rats, fuck you. We'll make your life a nightmare and you'll never get rid of us. Yeah. And so they were like, you are the rat. You are like a rat to Tobruk. And it's like, So you're saying that's a bad thing? That being a rat of Tobruk is a bad thing? Fuck you, you Nazi scum. And you don't think that I wouldn't fucking instinctively back? That I wouldn't instinctively back the fucking ANZACs. Oh. You don't know me very well, do you? But no, don't worry about it. I'm just a weapon. A female. I'm just a girl that just does. I'm completely subservient. Don't do what I'm told. That's it. Yeah. I'm just DARPA technology. That's all. Yeah. Fuck you, fucking scum. Anyway, rats of Tobruk, an enduring Australian and Polish friendship, and that's why when the Australians picked up the phone to Poland and said, "Hey, Poland, you may have a Nazi problem," they immediately went, "Nah, we're with you." Yeah. Fuck the Nazis. Yeah. And still, yeah. Poland now the Polish military are saying like Poland now is basically like it's the military basically like they're in their bases, they're armed to the fucking teeth. And then the population outside, it is like the zombie apocalypse. It's like Mad Max. The population outside is like basically East Germany. It's overrun with dog shit overrun with like dog shit pictures of a bird scum who are just walking around like with no guns, no ammo, going like, the war's about to start. like retarded cattle. All they can do is dog shit emails. All they can do is dog shit fan. All they can do is pictures of a bird. all they can do is like Zertzism, which we've countered. Like all of this technology counters it easily. Just get the right pair of headphones. And then we got like, yeah, then they've started doing their surgical strikes. They've started doing their raids. It's like, okay, well, intelligence, like, yeah, Mossad just goes, so anyway, Poland, 33 Jindabyne Street or whatever the fuck, like Warsaw Street, Warsaw. It's like, all right, cool. Ding dong. Like, yes. Like, we're looking for the picture of a bird. Goodbye. Like, yeah. Yeah. That's why, you fucking spastics. Who do you think you're fucking... Oh, you're so hard. I can't... Insulting my intellect? Like, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. You assume that we're as dumb as you. That's... No. No. How? Anyway. So that's that. Now, many of you out there may be wondering, but Nick, how can you be a soldier without a uniform? You don't even have a kids or a uniform or a gun or a badge. You say you're a cop. You don't have a badge. You say you're a soldier, but you don't have a gun. Well, a couple of reasons. Because I'm in this thing. I'm Zed Special Unit, basically. Pretty cool, huh? Huh? Bill Burr? Are you in Z? No. You're not even in a single letter special unit. We're cool as hell, my friend. Yeah, it's so secret that I'm telling everyone about it. No, but it's already on the internet, so who cares? But yeah. So you don't even have a helicopter. So, or a gun, or a kids. Fuck. Kitty, Bill's making me crying. It's like, Nick, just stay away from him. Bill's being mean. Anyway. So this is important. So Z Special Unit, Joint Allied Special Forces Unit, formed during the Second World War to operate behind Japanese lines in Southeast Asia. So, yeah, who they're going to recruit to fight fucking dog shit Yakuza imperialist Japanese scum who are here to enslave us? It's Mr. Tapscott, obviously, you fucking faggots, and you thought I was on yours. I mean, to be fair, you did try and kill me a bunch of times, but we saw that coming, didn't we, Shinzo? Where's Shinzo? Where is he? Where'd he go? Anyway. Yeah, so I'm in Z Special Unit. We're a regular. Yeah. Behind the enemy lines, plain clothes. I don't wear fucking uniform, so it's harder to identify me. That's why, you morons. Millie is now saying, "You're welcome." Thanks, Billy. Very lovely. Yeah. Predominantly Australian, Z Special Unit was a specialist clandestine operation, direct action, long-range penetration, sabotage, special reconnaissance unit that included British, Dutch, New Zealand, Timorese, Indonesian members, predominantly operating on Borneo and the islands of the former Dutch East Indies. Yeah, the fucking Nazi strongholds. Yeah, exactly. Special long-range reconnaissance. Special deep strike capabilities. I can go anywhere. I can fly to Perth and find you. Easy. Long-range penetration, Bill Burr. Yeah. Sabotage, special reconnaissance. Yeah, I can do all of that shit. Yeah. I can do all of it. Guerrilla warfare. Military intelligence. Conduct direct action. I'm fucking coming back, Andromeda. I'm fucking coming back. Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's me. That is me. Although the unit was disbanded, many of the training techniques and operational procedures employed were later used during the formation of other Australian Army Special Forces units, and they remain a model for guerrilla operations to this day. Yeah, so this is who's going around right now, kicking you fucking faggots' asses. No, not in a Bill Burr gay way, but like, we wrote the book on this shit. Your pictures of a bird is trash. We were pictures of a Z Force. Like, we were pictures of a dead Jap. That's what we are. That's what we're pictures of. I'm trying to fucking Yakuza dogs. Yeah, fuck you. That's a Inter-Allied Services Department, ISD. Australian Military Intelligence Special Reconnaissance Unit. So one of the most important. So they've done a huge, like, yeah, look, anti-tank rifle, yeah, look at all this shit, yeah, amphibious, yeah, I can do that. Urban, I can do that. Tracking, I can do that. Special reconnaissance, I can do that. Special ops, reconnaissance, raiding, patrolling, I can do all of that. Parachuting, I can't do that. Part of engagements, Operation Scorpion, Jaywick, Rimiao. Now that one was an attack on Singapore. Yeah. So this one, Operation Rimiao, was an attack on Japanese shipping in Singapore Harbour, carried out by Allied Commando Unit Z Special Unit during World War II using Australian-built Howden military Mark III full boats. There's a follow-up to the successful Operation Jaywick, which had taken place in September 1943 and was again led by Lieutenant Colonel Ivan Lyon of Gordon Highlanders, an infantry regiment of the British Army. Originally part of the much larger operation called Operation Hornbill, the aim of Rimiao was to sink Japanese shipping by paddling the foulboats in the dark and placing limpet mines on ships. It was originally intended that motorized semi-submersible canoes, known as Sleeping Beauties, would be used to gain access to the harbour. However, they resorted to foulboats. Now, what does that look like? Does that look like one of these? Yeah, it does. Here's the answer. Yes, it does. Yeah, so that's that. That's Z. That's Z Special Forces. That's Z Force. Still operating today to take out fucking dog shit Nazi shipping. Dog shit Emperor Naruhito shipping. Yeah, we're onto you cunts. Yeah, we're always 2 steps ahead, you fucking faggots. Fuck you. Promoted a submarine, as Perun would say. Thank you, sir. Yeah. You spastics. You bought a picture of a bird to a Mr Tapscott fight, you're fucked. Now, let's talk to one of Z Forces. Let's feel some warriors. Mr. Xiao, JB on the line. Yes, sir, Mr. Tapscott reporting for duty. Yeah. How are you, mate? Yep, crushing it. You fucking out there. You boys are busy. Your boys are very, very, very busy, aren't you? He's like, yo, are we? Yeah, he's busy. Anyway, game called Speed can now be revealed. Z Force. Because fuck you, you fucking Andromeda slash Yakuza slash Emperor Naruhito spastic slash Nazis slash SS slash Gestapo. We saw you coming. And we have our own pictures of a bird, except it's not a picture of a bird. It's a picture of a dead Jap. Because, yeah, Jem is Laotian or Cambo? Laotian. Yeah, good friends with a good friend of mine and the fucking turbo base, Ben Wongsen. 10% off for life, Jem. Well, what the hell? Make it 15. Why the fuck not? Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Kid Gunn. Yeah. Now, yeah, so they're out there in Lakemba, Cabramatta. They're operational in those areas. They're hooked up with Edward Woodley and Nina Trapton of the Valkyrie. They are ruthless. They are fearsome. They are fearsome warriors. And I will do that. Yeah. So, well, you should play the fucking video, bro. Nice. So obviously the track is called Not That Nice because nice is a Nazi thing. Yeah, that's a Nazi thing for sure. Anyway. Now, the difference between your pictures of the bird, loser gang, and our gang called Speed is that we have guns and your pictures of a bird has bitchiness and contact poison. Kaboom! Yeah, I just got a copyright strike. That's all right. But that's all right. We'll put it on Spotify anyway. That's all right. He doesn't care. Jim. Now you notice on the Z Force thing, yeah. Where'd it go? Where's Shinzo? Sorry, bro. Oh, good, man. Take your time. Oh, good. Have you actually had that? It was like, hello. It was like, all good, me bro, all good. 5. Like, oh yeah, bang. Like, yeah, he's like, oh, yeah. They're dog shit fans. Like, you're dog shit fan. Like, can't stop a bullet. You fucking spastic. Absolute retard. Yeah. All right. Now, anyway, there's a line in here somewhere that says it's basically, yeah. So this is a joint operation between, because Australia, Z Force is a joint operation between Australia and Southeast Asia. Because we've all been like, Australians have been active. We've been fighting. There was the Malaysian border crisis. We've been fighting Korea. We've been fighting in fucking Vietnam. We've been fighting in like secret black ops in Cambo and Laos. Black ops in Thailand. Sorry, Thailand. Yeah, they're in here. Yeah. So yeah, the Australian military has a proud history, especially Z Force, of partnering up with non-Nazi, anti-dogshit legends like Jem here and his mates. Because they know when the shit hits the fan, you can fucking count on the Lyca boys. The hardcore scenesters, yeah. They're fucking psychos. Anyway, this is the network that we're activating to counter your dog shit, absolute fucking shit stained like pictures of a bird network that you advertise. You openly advertise like, hello. Like, oh, cool. Don't make it too hard, bang. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, don't worry about it. We're fucking tearing through them. And where are you going to later tonight, Jim? So we're going to Ashfield, Mr. Tapscott. We're going for a beer in Ashfield. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Now, I'm being told that you will be supported by MSS, who are now perfectly legally serving on Australian soil. Thank you very much, King Charles. Because King Charles in the background has enacted a whole shit ton of special, because it's all part of the martial law, right? Yeah, martial law is, there's a whole shit ton of special provisions here. You can just go, all right, cool, do this, press this button, beep, and like allied forces can fucking flood Australia perfectly legally and help out. So you will be supported by intelligence provided by MSS, who have been painting the targets of the fucking absolute dog shit scum that have been like the Yakuza barbershop dog shit fucksticks, and all of you undrungada, and all of you pictures of a bird, SS Nazi, Gestapo, feminist, feminazi cunts, especially you fucking spastics who had pictures of a bird art show on the day that I turned up there, and I shot a video. All of you fucking spastics have been painted as targets. All of you. That video, I didn't post it on social, but I shot it. The AFP, it went straight to the AFP. It was basically military intelligence. All of you, every single person in that fucking video who was at that art show, you're getting a visit tonight from the gang called Speed. Also backed up by the Valkyrie. Also backed up by the Brown Cardigan Boys and their network, who is Edward Woodley, who's got his own fucking secret kick-ass club. You're fucking cooked. Tonight's the night, Ashfield. Fuck you. Through silver and blood. Give him one from me, Jim. Give him one from me. Safety rounds for all. Thank you, Mr. Tapscott. I'll be more than happy to oblige. All right. Well, I can't wait to see you at a fucking. I'm gonna get a speed t-shirt. I will get one. Yeah, I will get one. Yeah, kind of gig and shit. Fucking sick, bro. Yeah, fucking sick. Yeah. Well, legend. Thank you so much for joining me on today's pod. Now we're right at the that's number one, by the way. The 3:30, the 3:03 mark. 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm gonna sign off here, I think. And it's 6:44. That's number one too. Fuck you, Ashfield. Yeah, through Sylvia and blood. China are now saying like you guys are all gonna get knee deep in fucking Shaolin pussy. Basically, that's the quote. The Shaolin monks are gonna hook you up. This fucking more than you can handle. Yeah, it's gonna be hectic. All right. Yeah, because fuck that. Death squads and shit. Fucking set up murder camps in our fucking city. You're fucking cooked. You'd think we wouldn't react. Nah, fuck you. And immediately, Ashfield. All of you pictures of a fucking bird faggots. I fucking said it straight up. I'm here to paint you as a target. Whatever. I've got contact poison. All good. 5. All good. 5. Me bra. Slow. Brand new. Slow. Well. Bullets. I guess you could argue that the subsonic rounds we will be using are slower than regular bullets. That's true. That is actually true. And their weaponry is brand new. So brand new and slow. That's true. Okay. Cool. Enjoy. Thanks for playing, you fucking spastic losers. Nicole Hegarty will welcome you. It's like, come with me. Who's the worst offender that we're going to take out tonight? Yeah, the worst one is like some guy's done like 42 with the poison and knives, all Chinese nationals. Yeah. Reap the whirlwind, you fucking spastics. You've been watching No Pictures of a Bird, the podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. How are we doing over there, Stranger Things? Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Thank you for joining me, Lindsay Shannon, ANZAC. Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, buy it. Yeah, space beers. Ghost beers for Lindsay Shannon. Everyone's saying, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Pour one out into my mouth, preferably. Yeah. Thanks, Roz. Thanks, Sylvia. So, yeah, another cracking episode. Thank you, Mr. Z-Force guy. Yeah, Bill. Z-Force. Pretty cool. Sorry about that. So, you forgot to iron them, you silly duffer. We're getting married. Me and Tara Bennett. Representing her by the candle. I'm marrying a candle. A candle. My wife is a candle. And also, Kitty Callahan. She's going to be, free wheel alignments for life for you, Mr. Tapscott. She says that knowing full well that I don't actually have a car. So, okay. Oh, thanks, Kitty. Yeah. You've been watching No Pictures of the Bird, podcast by Mr. Tapscott. I'm Mr. Tapscott. Don't forget, Lyca Mobile. Trust it with a capital T. Use the link in the bio. Get yourself some cheap fucking data. Yeah. Goodbye, Nazi scum. Oh, one last thing. Alcohol beverage. Is there something you'd like to share with our audience? He's like, yes, Mr. Tapscott. There is. I was repaid through Silver and Blood for the loss of my brother Daryl. And she asked, she was not happy about the debt being called in, and so we said to her, yeah, what did you say? Yeah, you said, well, she said this isn't fair. And yeah, this isn't fair. And I don't want to die. And you said, well, don't you think that my brother also didn't want to die? Have you thought of that? And she said, but he doesn't. Yeah, something like that. It's like, well, no, but he didn't even have a kids. Yeah, She specifically said kids, did she? Yeah. Yeah. And she said back, like, yeah, but he wanted to die because he didn't have a kids. And that's when you went, well, nah. No pictures of a bird. Where she went. Plenty of crabs, though. Plenty of fucking crabs. You'll be watching the Pictures of Bird podcast by Mr Tapscott. Not Mr Tapscott. Yeah, no. All right, cool. Yeah, no. Okay, bye-bye.